our new scythe.
I kind of remember someone taking one of the packs too. Daishan, was that you or was that someone else? I'm trying to remember the details.
I know I took clean rope out of the pack. I
Okay,
don't know what
you
else
took
was in
rope.
the pack
Okay.
beyond that.
Okay.
I took a hammer. I originally took 2 because I thought I could throw them, but I can't, so I only took 1.
So I am eating dinner. So there's that.
What else in the packs beyond shiny rope? I think you said there was shiny regular gear, like a regular adventurer's pack. Or
Well,
something.
drinking, eating, whatever dinner.
So there were 2 explorers packs. One looked
So
like
there's,
it was well used,
part of that.
right? And one looked all shiny and new and, you know.
Shiny and chrome?
Witness
Well,
me?
one... Also, there was a set of plate armor under the tree, and a set of leather armor.
No, it was magic.
I'll put the leather armor in my pack.
Okay. And I also mentioned that the ground underneath the piled objects was disturbed as though there was something buried beneath.
Did we look?
No, we all just kind of brushed that off like it was nothing.
We surmised it was a corpse.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think he's inside.
If we're still there, I want to dig it up.
Right. That was a well-timed leave, Hobble.
I mean, I left you guys on this screen, so I don't think you left. If you want to dig it up, I'm not gonna. That's not my place to stop you. You might have to talk to your party about it, but.
It may be a grave, or it may be stuff that was actually buried for importance, so it's worth taking a look.
It'll be the least weird thing you do, so...
Oof. I mean, rude.
Disturbed earth in a monster's lair. Yeah, definitely treasure.
Especially when they talked so much.
You know,
Okay, we've all given him enough shit. It's definitely a magic item now.
I'm not talking like, you know, it being treasure. Like, remember we found rations that were buried earlier on.
That wasn't
probably rations.
That wasn't surrounded by gear, though. Like, this is almost too obvious. If
I mean, so you spend probably 20 minutes digging. By the time you've dug that long, you find dressed meat.
Dressed meat.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's their larder. So it's not like there's nothing, no materials in there beyond their larder.
Correct.
Okay. Bury it back up and ask the cleric to say a word over it.
Okay.
Not for nothing, it could be a person.
Given the empty armor, probably was.
Hey there, Ninja. How you doing today?
The armor looked like it had a tail hole.
Sorry?
No.
Burp.
I will perform some last.
What were you gonna say it was if it did?
I don't know, Dragonborn?
Dragonborns don't have
They don't have
tails.
Yeah, I didn't think they had tails.
Lizard folk do.
Some Dragonborn have tails.
Wouldn't their armor
Just
be
not very
welded
often.
because they can like make their own?
I know you can hear the furious typing.
Doing okay.
I need to Google this.
A little spacey, but that might be because I'm hungry, which I'm drinking dinner anyway, so, you know, we'll see about that.
I think they're not supposed to, but some people...
But hey, had a really good day.
Kind of like how kobolds are really supposed to be red, but I'm brass.
Well, you're something.
Brash.
How was your day?
Okay.
What's going on in your neck of the woods? How's all the doggos?
Your encounter with
Doggos? Dog and
the sea
kids.
monsters that were by all accounts fairly creepy and not very nice. And gave you very painful headaches.
A little bit. Skosh.
What do you want to do?
Skoosh. Noot noot.
How you say, get the hell out of here.
Okay.
Yeah, it's time to go.
west.
That?
Way out west. Da, 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 da,
You're
da.
gonna have to make a pitch stop part way through because
Mentally so-so. Kids and dog are good. Dog is sassy and kids are crazy.
Sightseeing.
There you go.
Would you really have it any other way?
Oh.
Or is that just kind of like your day-to-day?
I'm back in Cat Vengeance. You're not sure if it was a dream.
Totally
Oi.
fine.
You're finally awake.
Oh no!
Fuck off.
Not this again.
Oh, I hate that meme. It just doesn't die.
Much
Just like
like
Skyrim.
yeah.
Drop my Fitbit. Whoops.
Are smart toasters actually a thing?
Yeah.
I mean, why
I'm
not?
sure they are. See if
Yep, they are.
Samsung makes one.
Oof.
I mean, I think you can literally get an Alexa
Found
enabled
it.
fridge at this point. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
smart toaster. Yep.
2 years old even.
There we go.
Oh, this one.
Ha!
Terrifying, isn't it?
You can use an app
Not
to make your
really.
toast.
Victory.
just put the bread
Oh
in there
God,
the
you
night
can.
before. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Victory, 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 victory. Loot crate, shut up.
Why would anyone buy this?
Shut up.
I
Because
know.
you- Because
I
you
know
can't.
exactly why. Because they're lazy.
Does it have an open API?
Or
Can
they
I
want to
code?
mod it.
Can I code my own toast making preferences?
Should really attempt to fix my PS3, but effort. I feel that too.
Bagel me.
Like, I really should rehook up my PS3
Kinda wanted to get a
so that I could stream on that,
pot
but
clock.
effort.
I think it's for the
Sometimes it's nice not to do the effort.
that
Chem
brews.
X?
Yeah, it's a type of coffee maker.
Hipster
Nah.
coffee.
Yes.
Please.
You didn't even fight it. Just yes.
Yeah. Just, yeah.
Alright. So
We
back to the
have
matter
a
at hand.
Yeah.
You all continue hiking
Oops.
west along. If I remember correctly, you said you were like hiking along the edge of the trees, but still in that westerly direction. Yeah.
Westerly direzione.
We have an approximate area of the Guardian of Orlanga's temple thing.
Uh-huh.
So I guess towards that.
Westward. Okay.
Just no one get
General
dysentery and die.
direction. Don't tell me what to do.
Well, I mean, if you get dysentery, I can take care of that. But I mean, don't get it.
You can take care of dysentery?
I can get rid of
Oh.
a good
It's
chunk.
disease.
Yeah, I
5
can just
points
get
of
rid of
damage.
disease.
I have concerns with the phrasing, that's all.
I mean, anyone can take care of dysentery with enough toilet paper.
Emphasis on toilet
And
paper.
I should have left you with the shivering sickness.
Rude.
Am I wrong?
Terribly.
Not
terribly
yet,
rude.
but if you don't mind running it through standard
You've
def,
hiked for
through a
another 3 or 4 hours. You come
what the fuck was it?
along
It was
something.
connect the PS3 to a high def and then to a signal changer, like a upgrader to an HDMI. It should let
You've
you
never seen before at all. A
stream it.
in
that way.
front of you, there's an open area, a sort of open area that is completely covered in
Or was it the other way
ice.
around?
There's like a circle,
Ice baby.
and you're looking ahead of you, right?
Maybe it was that way. I don't remember. I haven't watched the video in a very long time.
Ahead of you notice that the trees up ahead of you are different, and the whole area
If it does, definitely tell me.
is covered in like a thick layer of frost,
This would make my life a lot easier.
including all of the foliage and everything else in that.
Weren't we just sweating ourselves stupid
Yeah, we're in
2
a
minutes
tropical
ago?
climate, right?
Yep.
Well,
Just like home.
I mean,
that's new.
it's not
Finally.
like you can see the edge of where this is. Like it's a very clearly delineated circle in front of you.
Circle, circle, dot, dot. Now I got my good shot.
Hey, was this done by magic? Ding!
Or like the ice.
It's an important question.
You said lick?
Yes.
Well,
So you're gonna step into the circle?
Oh dear.
Oh god,
To
I'll
lick the
freeze to
ice?
death.
Yeah. You,
Commit to the bit.
It's yes
Sure.
and cube, not
Okay.
no pussy out.
This is how we need it, and we are now taking over
when you
applications
cross
for
the
our
threshold that goes from, hot jungle to
Mhm.
ice, you go from air, like it's a wall of cold wind that you walk into. You go from being 95 degrees Fahrenheit to -20 instantly.
Oh,
Oh.
You're now
that does
very,
not
very,
help
very
the
cold.
body.
okay.
You're gonna need a bigger.
I hop out and I go, yeah, it's magic.
How large is this ice area? Like, can we see the sides?
Yeah, about 120 feet in diameter.
We could just go around.
Enjoy it.
Because I can't speak for everyone, but here's what I know: reptile, cold, doesn't exactly mix.
Important question. Is it a persistent effect or the after effects of an effect? Can anyone tell if this is something that is happening or the results of something that did?
Rain
Hi,
of winter. Ooh.
Massive bullshit character. Do I see anything in the middle?
Do
Of
you
it?
see anything in the middle of it?
Okay, back.
Yeah. The center of this circle.
So you walk to it and you look toward the center of this circle.
Mhm.
I guess it's you. But roll an Arcana check.
Oh fuck.
Roll common sense.
12?
You don't notice anything particularly. I mean, other than that, it's a big frigid fucking circle.
In the
You
middle
don't
of
see
a
a cause
jungle.
in the center. Right.
Bubble fridge.
Butthole fridge.
Bubble.
So,
Bubble.
looking through our notes, we did hear a rumor about a ring of winter. Yeah, that's my guess.
And what was the rumor about a ring of winter?
That there was one somewhere in the jungle, and it was owned by Simber.
Owned by who?
Simber?
Wait,
I see.
so are you saying that the ring of winter that we heard about isn't like a ring like you wear? Like you're because that's what I assumed it was when we first heard about it, like some sort of magic item that uses cold magic.
This is definitely a ring.
I
of
mean,
cold.
I'm not going to argue; it applies here.
It
I
could be a
mean,
magical item that's causing this to happen as well.
all right,
Yeah.
who stands the best chance of not freezing to death to get to the middle of this thing and back?
Can I rage through cold?
So I
Going to guess
I'm sorry.
no.
You want to see who's gonna survive better for freezing to death? Wait, what kind of damage do you take from freezing?
Nothing. I'm just going off the hunch of reptilian and cold. Not a good idea.
If I set myself on fire, do I negate the effects?
Oh, dear
If I
God.
set my friends on fire, do they negate the effects? Sorry, I had to make a band
'Cause,
reference.
well, I mean, I remember talking with Jules when I first was making the character about them being cool-blooded. So, like, it doesn't really affect things, I don't think. But this is kind of an extreme, and I don't feel like risking it.
What the hell is cold-blooded?
Well, it's like cold-blooded only.
Hello.
You got
enough
shades?
heat to not- make just enough of your own heat to not die.
Yeah, they need a source of heat outside of their body. Jules,
Yeah.
Yeah.
question for you.
Uh-huh.
What happens when you stick a light torch into the freezing cold area?
Okay, so you stick a lit torch into the freezing cold area. The fire persists. After several moments, there's like the part of the torch that's sticking in is now covered in frost, like the rest of the things inside the circle.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah, this is
going to
trying
try
do this with a
something
hand cannon, this is
stupid.
not-
Okay.
I'm going to use thaumaturgy to boost the power of the fire. It's one of the
Alright.
things you can do with it. Make it flare up.
Okay.
Except I'm going to keep it flared up, and I'm going to step in about 2 feet and see how I deal with it while I'm holding a torch that's putting out more light and
Oh.
heat.
Okay. I'm gonna take a peek at thaumaturgy for a sec.
By all means.
Peek away.
Don John.
Oh, no, I found them.
Go peek away with me.
Manifest a minor magic Magical effect up to a minute. Flames flicker and brighten.
I said I have.
Okay. So you step into the circle with your magically brighter,
My
taller
magically
flamed torch.
enhanced torch, yeah, and see if it
Yeah.
keeps me warm enough. Being
You-
only a couple of feet in, I obviously
Right.
have the ability to get out before too
Right.
much fucking damage happens. Is the thought?
You immediately feel very cold. Like you're standing next to a piece of fire, but like the side of you that's away from it, and even like past your
A certain
elbow,
point. Yep.
you just like you're very cold. After probably, I don't know, 30 seconds or so, you start shivering in a cartoonish Shaggy fashion.
Zoinks.
The little lines come off of
But I
it.
see, aside from the fact that I am cold and I am shivering, I'm not being hurt by it as yet.
No,
I
I mean you're very, very cold.
I don't doubt it. I'm going to head in towards the center, and
Okay.
I'm going to have our wonderful warden friend there turn around and keep me on the straight path, so to speak.
Hmm?
Keep you on
Just-
this.
Hmm?
Essentially, what I need you to do for me, lad, is put an arrow in the middle with a rope on it if you can, or towards the middle.
Shoot
Or
west,
tell
young
me
man.
more left if I start to veer
How
off
far
to
is
the
this
right.
thing across again?
120 feet.
120 feet.
And like an idea is either we put a rope there to guide me, so in case I start having trouble keeping direction, or you're gonna have to be yelling out more left, more right to keep me on the path. Is my point.
Sure, I will tie
There you go.
my
Rope.
60 feet of rope.
Here's my 50.
I think it's 60 feet.
It's
Fits
50 per rope.
50 feet? Yeah,
So,
50.
Are you coming
Already-
back out of the cold to have this discussion, or are you?
Yes.
Okay, I figured.
I mean, you can hear him just fine from where he's standing.
Well,
Yeah, but
while
taking a
it's-
few seconds to warm
And
up
he's at
before
least
I go
10
in.
feet in?
Oh yeah.
Or is
So, yeah,
it 12 feet in?
I walk back out for this conversation.
Yeah.
And the
Well,
idea is that we give
while
me a
Warden
guide.
is tying a rope to an arrow, I'm gonna grab something out of his bag. I'm going to grab his homemade quilt and give it to Shaggy temporarily.
Aw, that's gay.
Super
Ah!
gay.
Gay!
This is literally a "don't die. We kind of need everyone we got" thing.
I like that he's the one that thought of that, not me. God damn it. That was my thing.
Cold-blooded lizard
Yeah.
again.
Paladin
very
outdoes
much so aware
Ranger.
about this thing.
Not surprised.
Goes up.
So this quilt
Reaches me again?
is like
8 feet
made
long.
of it's massive and it's made of like
Yeah.
every kind of fur you could think of. It's very much a patchwork.
Well, that's lovely.
But it's warm.
Very.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and fire an arrow into the middle
Okay,
with rope tied to it.
sure.
If you need more, I'm
Oh,
sure we could all give more.
Well, what?
It is.
Gonna
Let's
roll
see what we
for
see.
it.
No.
Okay.
I have every confidence that within 2 tries, you could shoot what you were hitting at, because it's literally the ground.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, cool.
So,
I
You managed to miss the dirt.
The arrow just like curves upward and is just gone.
Missed Earth.
We just have an arrow that's gonna come back around when we go
That's
fight the final
new.
boss. It's gonna just hit you.
so yeah, the
No,
rope
it's
is
gonna hit the
essentially my
boss.
guide,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna head in towards the center of this point.
with the quilt,
With my magically enhanced fire and my
your
quilt
magically
wrapped around
enhanced
myself.
fire and your quilt, you're much warmer with the quilt on.
Thank you, Stan.
No problem. Benefits of being a reptile. I know how to tape warm.
This doesn't work. with
Tape
a polar bear.
Okay,
Does he come back looking like a polar bear?
you walk into the center of the circle,
Mhm.
and it's a very pretty winterscape. Everything
Okay.
is frosty. It's very, very cold. It's the same amount of cold as it was at the edge.
Okay.
What else do you want to know?
Like I'm thinking that there may be some sort of a shrine or a pedestal. Like it may be that there is some sort of like I don't know, something stupid like a blue flame in the middle. Anything that could be the source,
Okay.
right? Is there some sort of visual effect that shows it gets worse in X direction kind of thing?
Okay. Find any lost toys. You're looking where Warden's arrow is near the center of this thing, and I assume for several feet in every direction around this strangely circular, frozen little chunk of the
Essentially,
north. Essentially,
looking for because this
Tacos?
it doesn't take a genius to figure out that this shit don't happen normal.
Tacos.
right? Yeah.
I summarized it
So
earlier.
if that's the case, there's
Yeah.
a fairly good shot that there's something here that is making it happen. So
Sure.
is
roll,
there something here?
roll investigation.
Roll investigate.
Keeper built a snowman.
Mm.
I mean,
wanna build a snowman?
Oh god.
At least this one will have a better sense of humor.
I'm gonna burn the inspiration.
Sure.
I get a
15.
15.
It's good you did.
This area in the center, you don't see a source, but you do, as you're investigating this area, notice that like there's a patch of ground in the center where something was standing or sitting. Like there's what maybe the remains of
Oh, that hurt.
where someone was laying, or like there's a mark there
Okay,
of like
so
depressed grass, and the like it was frozen into this like depressed pattern.
okay, so I look at this. Is there anything specific about it that makes me go,
Not really. I mean, it's creature shaped.
Oh, hi.
Creature feature.
So I yell out to Warden. I'm like, there used to be a creature here, but I can't tell what kind.
Cold. Sorry, it's in the middle of a meme. I'll wander over through the circle and the most direct line.
To experience.
Pulls up next to the depression.
And
Okay,
ask it to
so
explain it.
this the same as your friends before you. As soon as you walk into this circle, it's way colder than you expected. Like it's not just snow cold. It's like
It's like
depths of the
Blizzard cold.
north, blizzard cold. Yeah. Your old man beard gets crusty with
Doggo!
It's a
frost.
cargo.
oh, look at the boy.
Look at the
He looks
cocoa
like
baby.
he's like, he looks like you disturbed him and he wants down.
That's him all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of disturbed him. He followed me after I got out of my chair, but he let me pick him up, and he's about ready to lay down, so...
Oh, sleepy lap Corco.
Hi, Puck Puck.
Oh.
Wish to pet his ears. Wish to pet his
Dog does
fluff.
not know who most of us are.
Pet his
That's
cute.
who I am.
That's true.
They
You're
know
also-
who Uncle Pims is.
You're also one room over.
Is that Dad? Is that Dad?
He's like, I don't care. I sniff your hand.
And he's on the
He's
desk.
looking at you. He is.
Oh, get that poke.
Oof.
He's like, hello.
Hey, Louie.
Aw.
He's very confused.
Look at him.
Anyway,
He's a
Sorry to
baby.
derail.
It's
We're
fine.
looking at a Final Fantasy
It's worth
soundboard
it.
here.
this is a very appropriate
Wrong
and acceptable
dog.
derail.
Oh, I hear another.
Oh,
Yes.
Whoop.
Double
That one's
Corgo.
like, why am I here?
Got
I
both the
was minding my own
babies.
business. I don't want to look at the camera.
It's double Corgo power.
They're all looking at me. Why? Why are they all looking at me?
Oh, look at the little paws, little face, little bodies, little fluffy loaves. And my pets.
Alright. So there's a corgi in the snow circle, right?
Please.
I wish.
Frost cord.
Please. It's Yamper, but an ice type.
So, Warden examines this depression in the grass or loam or whatever.
Ice sphincters.
And
Ice sphincters, really?
it's a medium-sized creature depression.
And here comes the ranger.
Are we gonna fight the depression? No. Okay.
I didn't bring enough beer for that.
To the bread line.
Oof.
To the bread line we go.
Just oof.
Are there signs of said depression getting up and leaving?
That's not how depression works.
Fucking passive wisdom and perception and investigation.
He's also a ranger, which doesn't help.
Right.
He's got the long depression.
Yeah, there are tracks leaving the circle.
I might die, but I'm fucking taking you with me.
There are tracks leaving the circle, you say?
This is a very
Yeah.
strange circle. It keeps threatening me. Are they headed west? By any chance? Yeah? I'll follow them out of the circle.
Okay.
I just wait on the edge and wave everyone over.
Okay.
It's
And then once we're all grouped up, I'll continue following them.
Okay.
honestly it's more that I
Roll survival.
And
So
ranger
like
bullshit.
in the area where it was frozen, right? It's easier. Still not easy, but with your skill set, you can follow the footprints through the frozen ground.
Yeah.
As soon as you leave the frozen area, it's gonna get exponentially harder to follow these.
Wouldn't they get fresher? I mean, it's worth
They
a shot.
wouldn't be
asking.
preserved. I'm assuming that the circle would be preserving them.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Don't
it's
you-
not like it's snowing in the circle, it's just frozen.
Right.
Serious? Yes, you did. Oh shit, there's another one on the corner.
So
Fuck.
you, with the fucking 26 you rolled, you managed to make out
Everybody's sweaty and creepy right now.
what might be
Oh god, are they?
tracks, right? But you remember that it rained a couple of days ago pretty heavily, because it rains pretty heavily most every day. And so you can try to follow them, and you can see what you think was probably them, because you rolled like a god.
Rolled like God.
That was a raw 18. That was just a good roll.
It was a
straight
good
up.
roll. So yeah, like they continue westward, from what you can see.
I'm dying for this. Come on, come on, get it.
We should. I think these are worth following.
Sticky
'Cause
grenade.
Because Ring of Winter, yeah. It is just so fucking odd.
right? Winter in the middle of the temple.
Mhm.
And
I
they're
don't know what
also
made it.
heading towards the Guardian of Orlunga. So got a better chance following someone who looks like they know where they're going than just wandering.
I mean,
do we know how many
they
feet
may have just
are
been
in those
wandering.
tracks?
Yeah, how many feet are in those tracks? Are assuming I can.
Show me your ability again.
It would only work if they are beasts. Otherwise, I'll have to roll for it.
Yeah, you
Then
gotta
we know
roll.
they're not beasts.
Okay, so
Do we?
Another roll.
What are we tracking? I don't know what the fuck's happening.
We don't know yet.
well,
That's the problem.
so
Oh.
your survival was to track them. That makes sense to me. You see two sets of
Two
footprints.
Like, it doesn't happen often, but when it does,
So like
I'm
four
proud of myself
feet.
for it.
You asked how many feet? 4.
4 feet.
Footprints, got it.
I mean, that's
There is either 2 humanoids or 1 mantar.
I think it's that you got.
Mantar.
Mantar.
Or 4 one-legged snakes.
What is a mantar?
Oh, fuck.
So a snake
It's
just
like a centaur, but it's a man with the body of another man.
Oh dear God, I don't need that image in my head. What the Sally Sue is wrong with you?
I was taking that seriously for a
What
moment.
about a reverse centaur? Oh wait, no, this is a minotaur.
Isn't a reverse centaur just a horse?
No, it's a horse with a man's legs.
Oh God.
They're very strange. Very. That's probably what this is.
Would that be that horseman Jack fella?
I can't wait till I'm this level of old, and then...
BoJack Horseman. That
For
fella.
the
yeah.
record,
Oh,
I have taken the liberty of putting it into the chat in Discord.
putting what in chat?
Now we have to look
I
at
am
it.
disturbed by
Uh,
that.
uh, Nope, not looking at that. Nope. I'm good. I'm set.
The right call, Hobble.
Just stay the course, Jim. Stay the course.
Stay the
Just-
course.
For shits and grins, Pims, since you're checking out these tracks, roll investigation. Yeah, 2 sets of tracks.
Okay.
So with 2 sets of tracks, does that mean that it's something that carried someone out, or 2 people that walked out together? Because you said it was a depression. Is it one creature that was in the snow?
It's probably BoJack Horseman and whoever he spent the night with.
Princess?
Were they always on top? I mean,
I mean, it's BoJack. He likes a lot of things.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to judge, but I have questions.
Oh, ow, fuck.
That's all.
I'm not sure what's going on. Just know it's bloody fucking cold. My tail's gonna disappear at this rate.
Well, then come out of the. Come on.
I would have walked around.
Waddle, 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 waddle.
Stand in lava. Do not stand in ice. I don't know why I'm doing the Italian fingers, but you know.
Seemed
I'd
like a
to
good
stay
idea at
on
the time.
edge of the circle and then spin around to be comfortable.
Okay. I love that. That's great.
It's Gnome Blade.
Also, if you hear the crinkling, it's just the cat experiencing joy.
I cannot hear the crinkle, and I'm sad about this.
Joy.
Which
Joy in the
probably
form of
means,
drugs. Cat drugs.
honestly, it
No,
probably
not
means
cat drugs, just a brown paper
Ah, okay.
wrapping. From,
It's still cat drugs.
well,
Yep.
Yeah.
That still counts.
So no memeing tonight, apparently. That's okay.
just rolling around on the brown paper and being
Meaning of a different fashion.
True.
Different kind of rolling too.
Going for alpha. Maybe.
All right. So we're following these tracks, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna make you roll a separate survival check for every hour you want to follow them because of how difficult it is based on
Every
the
hour you want to follow them.
Yep.
Sure. Let's start with 3 hours.
Okay.
I will say, keep in mind, we've already got about half a day's travel before we even got to this point.
Do we want to just use the 2 on us, like both on one of these to
Sure.
start rolling? Okay.
Yep. So the 2 hours you can follow them.
Oh,
The 3 hour
Jesus.
you can follow them. It's now nearing sunset.
Okay.
We should hold up for the night.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it sounds like a
Will take
plan.
while.
Wow, I'm very impressed by my efficiency. Not usually that good.
I'll take first watch.
Whoops.
Of course.
I'll
You
take
want?
whatever watch, but I do want to start a little project on my watch, actually.
Of course, you would take a watch, you little klepto.
Relax. It's only an issue one. Idle hand.
How does that work with a paladin?
I'm gonna be awake during his shift.
If idle hands...
I could make a very bad joke about
So what
this,
I'm
but
understanding
I don't want
is
to.
the gnome and the kobold are on the second watch, from the sounds of it.
Hopefully we don't get attacked by anything tall.
Oh my god, I need to hear what happens.
Okay.
Oh, my first watch with Pims. That's not happened yet. Oh god.
I was on second watch.
No,
Oh,
the
second
2
watch already
short
has
ones
2.
are.
Hey, the short one's on second
You're
watch.
supposed to keep her. On
I got
third.
no problem with that. I'm just used to taking
Oh,
the
this should be good.
As long as someone who can see in the dark is in the middle, I don't care.
I can.
Me too.
We're fine.
Anybody can see in the dark in the first shift?
Nope.
Rip!
And
No,
it's dark. No problem.
We just have walking radar. It's fine.
Yep, that's true. I ain't gotta worry about nothing. If I fart too loud, he's gonna be like, "Eh!"
Anyway.
All right. So y'all make camp at the edge of the trees, as you have gotten used to doing. You said first watch is Pims and Yordle?
Yes.
Warden and Yordle, I should say. Sorry.
I didn't know you had another name. I thought it was just Warden. Where'd Pims come from? What's the story behind that one?
It's that simple.
A lot of alibis
Live
with
as long as I
with
do.
the two of
You have
us.
many professions.
Ah, I thought it was just turtles that changed their name from time to time.
At one point, I was brewer. Never cooked though.
That
Speaking
is
of brewing,
reason
I'd like to
for that.
do something with this gray monitor skin on my watch.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, I've given back the quilt.
Okay.
Yes.
Hang
Quilt,
on.
quilt MVP.
MVP.
I forget what my options are on the gray monitor skin. Is it just the one outcome? I know on some of them I had multiple outcomes.
Let's see. This one is only one. You can make a healing salve.
Cool. I will make a healing salve with some leaves and some berries and the gray monitor skin.
Again, him with his
You'll
berries.
try.
If it's
Make
anything wisdom
an
based.
intelligence check.
Oh shit.
There hasn't been any killing so far.
right,
So far,
you
it's
had to nerf it a little bit.
Intelligence check.
So far, we've
Or nature.
walked in a lot. We've nearly frozen
Nature's
tails off
intelligence
in this
based,
weird
right?
bubble of
Yeah, you
cold,
can roll nature.
and we made a couple jokes, and now we're making camp for the night.
So you now have
I got first watch with Warden,
a
which hasn't
healing
happened yet.
salve, which will do it if applied to a wound. It's 4d4 plus 4 healing.
Okay.
Decent amount.
Cool. Yeah. I'll leave that for a while. Get rid of that.
So, do you make like a little fire to brew this in, or like what does this look like? I'm curious.
This is like, well, because it's a salve, right? It's mostly just mushing things together.
Okay.
And it's a
So you
lizard
have like a
skin.
little mortar and
It-
pestle.
Yeah, he's got a little mortar and pestle, and he just kind of like
Well,
slaps the skin in. Like it's surprisingly wet for how long he's had it.
Oh.
It's like,
Yeah, I don't even
maybe a little, it's getting there.
Uh-huh.
Sniffs it,
That's the word.
yeah, it's
reaches
fine.
into his pocket, just kind of like salt base some berries into it.
Oh, no, I have it up.
Looks
Why
around,
do you-
plucks a couple of trees off.
Like
or
you do.
leaves off of trees.
You pluck some
Quietly
trees
sits
off.
and
Oh
huffs
boy.
himself as he mushes it all together.
Why do you just have one of those on your desk, Calf?
You don't?
What?
No,
What'd you say?
I have a jar of M&Ms on my desk.
Okay.
That sounded bad.
Christmas,
the
I probably
mind.
shouldn't eat these.
Why?
I
Candy
mean,
sits around much longer than that normally.
Yeah.
I have sharp pointy bits on my desk. You really want to go?
I also have sharp pointy bits on the desk.
Oh dear. You people
Alright.
with your sharp pointy bits on the desk.
Hey, sometimes
I
you
got
just
a
need
lot
a
of
sharp.
desk.
Yeah, sometimes you just need a sharp pointy bit on your desk.
My desk has 4 sharp pointy bits. They're called corners.
I don't know if that
Yeah.
helped you or not.
They don't-
So
Perfect.
I just have a gnome.
Okay. Did it go back down after I
the watch,
Fiddle with
which
my headset?
consists of
just making sure?
uh,
It's not supposed
Nature
to.
Man
Good.
and Shellboy, has passed.
Yeah, because all I can do is just watch him pluck off trees
Boy
and
Shell Boy.
Hey.
and like
I was saying
Shut-
something. Sorry, what were you saying? I think you got talked over.
Show themselves so I can
Ooh.
shoot them.
I
You-
can't.
I couldn't hear.
I was just saying, all I can really do is sit there and watch him pluck off trees and his other things.
Salt-bathe berries.
Yeah, just salt bathe berries and things, because I'm just like, just gonna meditate, and all he's doing is that stuff, and I'm just like, okay, I'm not gonna get near him. Gonna let him do salty plucking tree things.
Salty plucking tree
Salty
thing. Got it.
plucking tree.
I fixed my audio personally, so I can hear shit better now.
Sweet.
Ow!
Yay.
So then it's the watch of
Glasses.
short and shorter.
Yep, accurate.
Okay.
I would actually like to start a little project for myself. Actually,
Okay.
I
I'm
want to
going
start.
to watch.
I just want to start the project of making a shield for myself. Nothing too fancy.
Out of what?
I mean, well, we're surrounded by trees.
So
Okay.
you want to make a wooden shield?
I mean,
A wooden buckler.
metal's not really an option at the
Ow,
moment.
ow, ow.
No.
If only we had a guy that was wearing like full plate just a day ago. Oh well.
Okay, I feel like wood's gonna be easier to work with in the jungle than metal.
Okay.
All right, but yeah, I'd like to start the process of making a wooden shield for myself.
Okay. What skill do you have that makes it so that you know how to make a shield? Just out of curiosity.
It's gonna look like a macaroni collage.
Well,
But
I
for
mean,
shield.
I'm pretty sure I remember reading something about kobolds having a natural affinity for making things like that. Let me double check.
I'm going to eternally picture him like a 5th grader at a science fair.
Yes.
It's a board with a rope.
Oh,
Where-
grenade.
Where are the kobolds in
Oh
freaking
god, oh god,
Volos?
oh god!
63.
Sorry about that, lad.
Get her a towel.
So while our scaly friend is attempting to explain to me why he can make a shield, Finkelknob, you're actually keeping watch?
Yeah, I'll actually keep watch.
Okay. At some point, like, you don't know, you're not sure if you're getting sleepy or something, but you think you see, like, flashing lights somewhere in the distance? Like, blinky, you know, like when you stare at streetlights for too long and then your eyes sort of...
Halo.
Yeah.
Oh, that can't be good.
I've been drugged.
So,
I didn't make dinner tonight, just so we're clear.
you notice that out of the corner of your eye, and then it goes away within
Okay.
a round.
Oh, fucking great.
I'm going to
Alright.
go on a limb and say that it might be a side effect of you licking weird rocks.
Yeah,
All right.
that's pretty normal, right?
While I look
I'm
for
gonna
an
keep an eye
actual,
out for it.
while I look for an actual answer, can I go with the short answer of it's a flat piece of wood with a handle on it? It's not exactly hard.
Where are you getting a
It's-
flat piece of wood?
Hey,
It's
can I
like
borrow
a
your
pot handle.
Can I borrow your axe for a few minutes?
No.
What, you don't have hand axes?
Two.
Don't you have a hammer?
Oh.
Yeah, I can't get a clean cut for a decent piece of wood with a hammer.
Long sword. Let's see it.
No, you know what? 8 intelligence. That would
He
probably.
didn't lose. So
Yeah.
she was-
Yeah. All right. I guess I'm gonna try to get some wood with a sword.
There's a reason that Warden believes in Mantars.
Alright.
I'm just
I
hoping
just-
that whatever's out in the woods stays will be bait.
Oh,
So you go up to a tree
Oh
with
no.
your sword. Roll to attack.
This hurts. I just want it to be known. This hurts me physically because I know how this is horrible for a
Stay-
blade.
You need to learn to find joy in things, because this is D&D.
This is D&D.
Uh,
Making do with what we have is how we roll.
so you thunk the sword into the tree. It's solidly. It's like in there, and now it's like stuck. How are you gonna get it out?
I mean, how else? Do
Oh
you
my
get,
god.
All right, I'm hesitating to choose my words because of you people, not because I don't know what to do.
Sure. That's what they always say.
Do it anyway.
I'm gonna make a save. Just to
Hello,
see if I don't
Bambino. How are you
laugh.
doing tonight?
Make a
Okay.
Charisma.
Um,
Oh, I totally laugh out of that.
You guffaw wildly.
What roll do we need to wake up?
Good fall, motherfucker.
yeah, how loud is this guffaw? I need to know if I'm just like peeking out and just going, nope, not gonna deal with
I don't
this,
know,
and just.
Knob, how loud is this guffaw?
It's pretty fucking loud.
It's in that one, so.
I mean, it's pretty loud. I don't know how heavy of sleepers y'all are.
I'm just gonna peek out of my shell and just be like, nope, nope. And then just stick out enough arm and leg to like rotate around so I'm facing away from them. And just back in.
Hey, just be glad I didn't go with what my original idea was for making a shield.
I need to know what this was.
Yep, so do I.
We don't really need the oars anymore. We're not using the boat at the moment.
You were gonna make a shield out of the fucking boat.
Well, out of the
We
oars.
do have to get back at some point. You know?
haven't thought that far ahead.
I mean, we could always use you as bait with a crocodile, catch it, and then just make the crocodile pull us up.
Until we're at a high enough level that one of the casters gets teleportation circle, and then we'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
You need to have access
You
to
Mac
have
and
to have
cheese.
two teleportation circles.
Mac and cheese sounds great,
Yeah.
actually. It sounds amazing. Had some mac and cheese and bratwurst a couple days ago. That was nice.
essentially.
Doing alright. Our paladin.
Roll a strength check to pull
Who's
the sword out of the tree. No.
If he pulls the sword out of the tree,
I mean, you're gonna keep trying.
Yeah.
I'm quieter this time.
if he pulls the sword out of the tree,
So eventually, what you see is you see this lizard with his feet on the tree.
does it make him King Arthur if he does this?
Okay. I don't like whatever tree I've chosen. How much time do I have left to watch? Is this taking an hour?
I mean, this has been 2 minutes of struggling with this tree and
Okay.
your sword.
I'm gonna go find a smaller tree.
You
Smaller
don't have
tree.
a sword now.
No, I got it out.
Yeah, he got it out. It just, you know, he pulls. Make a DC 8 dexterity save to not fall on the ground after you pull it out of the tree.
Oh, after he pulls it
Thank you
out.
for specifying.
You land gracefully.
Are there any?
Oh no.
Some Jar Jar Binks shit.
All right, here's a question. Are there any smaller trees that are already on the ground?
Yeah, you can find it. You can find a downed tree on the ground.
All right. Is it rotted to crap and back?
There are probably parts of it that aren't.
No, that was
He's a thing. That's a big mistake.
Exactly, Ninja. Him landing gracefully is not a thing.
Him still has access to my character sheet, doesn't he?
Where's a
Yep.
pig when I need one?
With that shit-eating grin, of course.
He didn't
Nah,
do nothing.
I'm honestly fine with this taking like several rests.
But the
I just
problem
wanted to
is
at least
if
get
he-
started tonight.
Yeah,
Gets
I
a
get it.
tree that's
You're-
rotted to shit and he makes
Yeah,
a
so-
shield out of that.
And you know what's gonna happen?
It's
I'm gonna spend
Just
4
the
sessions
first time
making
something
a
hits
shield,
it, and it's
then
just gonna
literally the
break.
next time we find people, there's gonna be a free shield.
Me to think that's a big mistake.
Just
So-
DM things.
You put some effort and energy out into the universe, and sometimes it comes back to you.
Jill, what is
So
up
The
with your
cost of
fingertips?
swearing.
But
I'm sorry,
yeah.
she's playing PvP stuff.
That's fine.
Jills, what's up with
It's
your
a little fun.
fingertips?
What?
Your fingertips looked red as fuck. That's why I was asking there for a second.
Band around it.
Oh,
for a
I
second.
had barbecue chips.
Ow!
God
Um,
damn.
Yeah, I don't know how else you'd want me to do it besides continuing to roll for getting a piece of wood.
Now, eventually, I mean, you may not be familiar with the concept of taking a 20, but the
Yes.
previous
I don't ever want to hear about
editions
Steak trying to get
allowed
wood.
you to, if you spend
I'm
enough
done with
time
this whole
doing a
thing.
eventually succeed.
Okay.
Which, in a situation like this one,
10
I'm fine
minutes for
with.
10, an hour for 20, I think is what it is.
So, just Araj spends
Pretty much the entire
an
watch. I'm
hour
guessing.
or two, very, very loudly, chopping at various trees.
How far away from camp is he?
I don't know. How far away from camp is he?
8 intelligence.
He's in the middle of camp.
Got it.
Can I
That wood he's whacking at is actually part of our tent.
I thought the tent was the boat.
That's part of our
I
tent.
have a tent and the boat.
We use both in conjunction with each other. Conjunction, junction. That's its function.
I mean, this would have gone a lot quicker if I could have just borrowed an axe, but you know.
Did you even think to axe anyone before we
Oh
went
my
to bed?
god, Calf.
I mean, I stayed up with the guy with the giant
Why?
great axe, so
Obvious joke is obvious.
You could have also asked me to cut down the tree. There's no way in hell I'm giving you a weapon.
I can't help it. I when I found it. There you go. That's what he looks like with the
Mm-mm.
tree.
Yep.
Yep.
And
I
then
need
when
to
we-
rewatch that.
Yep.
Anyone who's watched the movie knows where it goes.
Yep.
Yep. I'm not saying it's like
I've
a bad
never
thing. I'm
seen
just
this
amused.
before.
this
You
is
have never
awesome.
It's a
seen
Mel
Robin Hood Men
Brooks
in Tights?
movie.
Oh, you need to watch it.
This is very
It's a
good.
great film.
It doesn't have any
I know
sad parts in
something
it.
We'll do next time you're here.
Can I come?
also-
I love that movie.
I need to see that movie too, actually.
Okay. I hear Rabbit.
We're not surprised that you haven't seen it.
No, you don't.
Yeah, Rabbit is dead.
Oh, it's dead?
They went
Yeah,
bankrupt.
one of their
Oh.
financiers
Uh,
pulled out.
Men in tight.
Okay.
Men in
Like that.
tights?
I didn't know Rabbit was
Okay.
dead.
Rabbit's still.
I hear a screen share in Discord. call.
Did you shit a dick? An actual dick?
I
That
used
sounds
Rabbit,
painful.
like, last week.
And disgusting.
When the bankruptcy happened.
Don't judge my
well,
bowel movements.
Okay.
That was an entirely
It's-
random sentence.
No, because
Yes, Robin Hood, Men in
it's-
Tights. Love it very
The
much.
investor pulled out, so we don't know how long they're actually going to be up.
Oh, okay.
But they are definitely on a timer.
Yeah, pretty
This
much.
has just been 10
That's super
minutes of us talking about wood, shitting, dicks,
They
pulling
did
out,
stress for
and
Rabbit.
all sorts of
sad. Just
things.
playing PvP. It happens.
This is
On that
best
note,
10 minutes
I should
ever.
grab a drink.
No. No.
okay. Did anything actually try to kill us on our watch? You
Nothing
want me
tried to
roll
kill you.
perception?
You just
Weird lights.
there were weird blinking lights and steak.
That, yeah.
Turns out we're actually really close to I-65.
Okay.
Weird
Until
blinking
next
lights
watch.
and steak.
Weird looking lights up that way. If you see it, oh, I guess the sword isn't in the tree anymore. So,
No, but I think I do that.
If you see a sword in a tree and you pull it out, you can become a king.
So I'm guessing it's a multiple night
You
process
become a
for
lumberjack, not a king.
the shield. It's not going to be a one night thing.
very bad.
I
lumberjack.
mean, you can
Become Canadian.
create a piece of wood in that is vaguely shield shaped.
I am
In
running.
your efforts in
Oh,
Alright. Well,
a night.
I can tell you right now, if I make one tonight and start using it, I'm going to just use the next couple of rests to make it not look like it's been hobbled together in 10 minutes.
Hey, what's wrong with
I mean,
hobbling?
it was hobbled together in an hour.
It really
Yeah.
was. Maybe
Okay.
a couple of hours.
Still, I'll make it look better over time, but I can add a shield to my inventory, just to clarify.
it's
you
called
can
a
add a
shield.
shield to your inventory. However, every time you use it to deflect a blow, it's gonna it has a number of hit points that it is at some point going to be destroyed because you don't have proficiency at making a shield.
durability.
Yep.
Link, is that you?
Hmm?
Link, is that you?
Will eventually break.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just make another one when that happens.
Okay.
Oh god.
He's teaching himself a profession.
Shield making.
Hey, somebody had to do it.
You'll
I mean, typically we try not to reinvent the wheel, but you know.
Make.
Yeah.
At least it's entertaining.
Also, while I'm actually thinking about it, if I can, I know that there's a thing
Yes, we
about
have a
clerics
song.
and paladins having like the holy symbol on their shield to be able to use them to still cast spells without having something in both hands. I don't know.
Oh
I don't know how
god.
hard we're.
Do you
not
want
sure.
a crayon?
Well, I was just gonna carve it with a dagger kind of loosely so it works for it.
Oh
And then just
So you were
god.
going to give a point of durability before you even started?
That's so cute.
I mean, I
That's
need to be able
cute.
to cast my stuff because I can't even
I got
use
a better
smite
idea.
without that thing.
5th grader
I got a
at
better
a
idea.
science fair.
I got a better idea. I
I'm-
got a better
I'm-
idea. I got a
I'm
better
all
idea.
whatever. I
What's
don't
the
have
better
use, but
idea,
I'm all
Calf?
Whatever.
Does shield block ouchies? Question mark. It's on the 3-fold poster board.
I grab I grab it like when we do the shift change. I grab a little bit of a leftover burning log. In my hand, it's like normal pencil size. In his, it's probably
My height.
much bigger. But I will sit down and I will very carefully. Well, he goes and finishes the rest of his rest. I will scroll the holy symbol on it as long as he gives me an image.
I'll just give you my holy symbol for the night so you have an image. Which means if something happens in this third phase of the watch, I
Ninja.
can't cast, which is going to be fun. I only have like 1 spell slot left though, so it's not the end of the world.
Is it like? Has anybody ever had like a tongue ring holy symbol so they just go "Nyeh" when they need to use it?
I think you just found your next character.
Yeah.
Bard cleric
Licks the,
multi-class?
Licks the vampire. He dead.
I mean, it's holy spit.
Yeah.
It's not exactly water though.
I
Okay.
said spit. It's a blessed weapon.
Depends on their
God.
Never mind.
What?
If you
What did he
accidentally
do to the
swallow
vampire?
it, it's a blessed
I
bowel
took him by
movement.
surprise and killed him.
This is Shaggy and Keeper, right?
Yes.
So
Shaggy
you guys
Keeper.
are keeping watch. At a
Like you do.
certain point
What to do.
during your watch, Keeper, you look down and notice that your clothing, your armor, is filthy. You're like covered in dirt.
I didn't go running around that much in the woods.
You just now realize.
Perception check?
I mean, we haven't bathed in who knows
Okay.
how long.
Cause, like,
Hey,
this
Renaissance
is
is bathing.
What are you trying to perceive?
Finkel knob, go to
whether or
sleep.
not I'm really that dirty.
Oh.
Not that much of a dirty furbog.
Dirty furry.
You are in fact a very dirty furbulk.
It's okay. I can help. There you go.
Does that fix that?
Yes.
I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened to your clothes, but at least I can help with it. Bonding moment.
Oh god.
Thank you. And I go back
Did
to
Shaggy
scroll.
just say bonding moment out loud?
Why not?
He still gets creepier.
Oh.
And Keeper goes back to scrawling on the shield. Might be embellishing it a bit too much, but you know, the
As
feeling's
long as
there.
it's still the holy symbol, they'll be fine.
It'll be fine. The rest of your watch passes uneventfully.
Yeah.
The sun rises in the distance.
I attack.
What?
You attack the sun?
The sun, yes.
Okay.
He's gonna be running a really long time.
No, you don't. I've seen how many arrows that is. That is a lot of arrows, and you don't have them.
Yeah.
Even with infinite ammos.
Infinite arrows.
Have you seen what the forest will do for me?
You don't have the force?
Forest.
Forest.
Run, Forest.
He's a giant Lorax.
I'm going to find a way to make that joke later, and you are not going to see it coming.
Okay.
Oh boy.
5 minutes later.
That is my MO.
Is it? Your
Yeah.
MO.
So you get your shit together and continue trekking westward.
Face it, we
I
never have
assume-
our shit together.
When your characters are doing better in life than you are.
Literally, not
All the
figuratively.
time, not used, totally used to it by now.
In the mid-morning,
Thank you.
you're walking.
And we're
Some of you are
walking.
carrying the boat. Oh, you're still following the tracks, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so Warden, roll survival to follow the tracks.
Yay!
You are super focused. Way tracks. Much. Wow.
I love the sunglasses as he shows how cool he is while he's doing
You
it.
rolled an 11.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
And a 20. Yeah. You're still following the tracks, and it's now you broke camp at what 7 a.m. and so you've walked for a few hours. It's not quite noon yet, and
Good job,
suddenly,
Ninja.
while Warden
Making
is
sure that the
distracted,
blessings are given.
carefully following these tracks,
Carefully.
I can't be surprised.
you're not surprised necessarily, but you don't expect a huge boar runs across your path and like into the woods, squealing.
Fuck would make a boar run away.
A bigger boar.
Do I hear anything in our vicinity?
Oh yeah. About a round later, a pack of medium-sized dinosaurs, with like feathered forelimbs.
Oh boys, it's time to make some chicken nuggets.
Nuggets.
Not small, medium-sized,
Oh, okay.
but you're
A
on
lot
the
of
right
nuggets.
track.
All
Run
the
after
nuggets.
the boar. What do you do?
Do they notice us at all?
Wait, the chickens are chasing the boar and it's running away?
The
I don't
chickens
think
are
they're
chasing the
chasing it.
boar, and it's running away.
I don't think they're chasing it.
They're Scooby-sized. Of course they're chasing
They're
it.
just racing. It's fine.
Or they're running away from something else.
They're dinosaurs.
Hang on.
Dinosaurs ran from bigger dinosaurs.
Yes, long shot. Time for more Dino Nuggets.
Time
Dino
for
nuggets.
More dino nuggets. By God, why though?
Why not? They didn't make us sick.
So the
Oh my God.
the boar has run past you, and is like climbing, running, squealing into the trees.
Is
They're
that
having
a
a panic.
boar or a boar
It's
man?
having a panic.
It looks like a boar man.
Do we wait for them to see us, or do we preemptive nuggets?
Preemptive nuggets.
I
Impending
mean-
Talk to
nuggets?
dwarfs.
What is our larder like?
Only we could
Do
talk
you
to
really have
animals.
time to examine this? Most of them are running after the boar.
Most of them?
Most of them. Some of them might notice you in a minute, and then you'll have trouble.
And then you'll have trouble.
Oh, I think it'll be that bad.
I mean, it depends what you do. What are you doing?
I like the way that Warden mentioned it. Maybe we
We
should
should
go get some Dino Nuggets.
Nuggets are a good idea.
Were the tracks we following, were they hoofs or
They're humanoid.
a human? Okay.
More important question: if we go chasing after Jenner, will we be able to find this track set again?
We could leave the boat by him.
We don't necessarily need to leave, and I could probably re-find the tracks.
Because these are beasts, right?
These are dinosaurs their own classification, or are they beasts?
No, they're beasts.
Okay.
Well, then you should be able to tell the tracks apart, no problem, right?
How many? Exactly how many are there, and which way are they heading?
Well, there's 4, and they're right there.
Actually, there's 6, and there's some there and some further away.
Oh, I didn't even actually see those other two.
Wow.
They only have so many fingers.
So we're gonna make a few
Dino
They both
chickens.
only have this many
Got left?
fingers.
These two have noticed you. Roll for initiative. You guys hemmed and hawed for fucking forever at this point.
We wanted to make sure we knew what we were doing.
We never know that. Don't fib, Steak.
Okay. Also, for my clarification, before we get
Oh,
to combat,
shit,
how
wrong
am
one.
I determining what damage is done to the shield and what damage is taken by shield of faith?
Woo! I'll let you know when it breaks.
Okay.
Hey, I got the same number.
No, not crit now. How dare you? Ah,
But you get to go punch a dinosaur in the face.
that doesn't matter. I'm gonna lose all my crit power for later.
Dinosaur punching.
I can do dino punching without critting.
Yeah, but
Can
now you
you,
can do
though?
dino punching first.
What's the point, though?
I'm gonna put sunglasses on every time you crit, so that when you eventually crit fail, you can hide the tears.
I mean,
I just turn off the
just
camera
thought
for
I
that.
just thought you were gonna go for a CI Miami. Yeah.
I
Whenever
thought the
we found
same thing
them.
with Cube on this. I thought the same exact thing.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Someone hasn't rolled.
Probably me actually.
Yep.
Yeah.
But that's because I can't see my marker on here.
It's right here.
It's zoomed in is the problem.
Oh.
Like the map changes scale when you change map.
If you hit
Rare.
shift mouse or
Alt.
alt mouse wheel, it scrolls in and out for you.
Oh crap! How long's that been a feature?
yes.
Forever.
First I heard
Yes.
So shift and the mouse wheel and it zooms for me?
Alt and mouse wheel.
Alt and the mouse wheel.
Yeah.
Sorry. Like shit.
E in the mouse wheel and you spin.
That is
Oh god.
shit I really wish I knew a while ago. Honestly.
Turkey, 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 turkey. Oh man, I'm hungry for nuggets now. Why?
It's nugget time.
Can you guys
I mean,
see the tokens
these are
spin?
considerably larger than chickens. These are like man
They're
size.
medium.
So a lot of nuggets. We'll
These are man
have
chickens, yeah.
we'll have enough
They're
nuggets to last us
midgets,
forever. No. Please do not find man
Body
chickens.
of a man.
You know what, I'm gonna look this up.
Please make it.
Wow,
Please
look at
number
that!
this shit.
Look at that initiative
I am-
gap, though.
Disturbed by that visual. Thank you.
Yordle, you're first.
Oh, right. I was looking up man chickens, my bad.
I got you.
I want to do a thing, but I also don't want to do a thing, but
Oh god,
So
that's
these
fucking
ones
terrifying.
down here are charging at you guys. The rest of these ones are still chasing the boar.
Okay.
Currently.
well, since thanks, Steak. Thanks.
Not a
I'm gonna shoot one of the Chargy McChargy chickens. This one, the one that is on toppest,
Okay.
with the thing.
Oh no.
And you're gonna miss real bad.
Well, I really regret standing in front of you right now.
It is a crit.
Weren't we
I
talking
don't
about
think
this
we
earlier?
missed that bad. Yeah, you're not standing next to the target, so I'm not gonna be that mean. Do you want to do anything with your bonus action now that you have shot wide by a large margin?
Very large margin.
Don't worry though, that tree's dead.
Good, you can make a shield now.
That shield's dead and Warden is offended.
I am going to use my bonus action to stamp around like an angry fucker and go kick some trees over here.
Stamp around like an angry fucker. Damn, fuck, shit, goddamn, I had it.
Or just bad cop. Darn, 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 darn.
No, Steak.
What?
No,
I'm the good one of the group. I can't swear.
I can.
He's the good one.
That's all I
That's
got.
a good one. I forgot about that joke.
Okay.
How?
So they're not sure what you were doing with your bow, but they're still charging at the one that looks smaller and tastier than they are.
Oh, did they play fetch? Oh, they didn't play fetch with the arrow?
Good, they're eating
No.
their own kind.
That's the idea, yeah.
Oh, is one of them giving hard eyes? Oh no.
Well,
Okie dokie.
Oh no!
Steak.
uh-huh.
That's a miss.
That's a miss.
And
That's a hit.
and that's a miss.
Okay.
And then
Oh.
the second one is misses, misses, and
misses.
okay. There you go. You take 6 slashing damage from a claw attack.
You got lucky, lad.
Oh god, you got super lucky.
I really did. Wow.
There's not a single person who doubts that. That's
Oh,
the part that
Ooh.
Yeet just broke into the YMCA.
Also, make a strength saving throw. The
Oh,
one that
Get
hits
my hit
you
die
pounces
back.
on top of you.
It looks like a penis.
Oh god.
Wow.
But why
Thanks,
though?
roll 20.
You're prone under the man chicken dinosaur.
Well,
Why are you seeing dicks?
Where?
Because I typed in Google, man chicken, which didn't do anything. It just showed me a bunch of men with chickens. And then I typed in chicken man, and now it's just wrong.
you're regretting life choices.
I made so many life choices that were bad and horrible, and there's not enough bleach in the world for this.
At
So-
least you didn't look up man cock.
The rest of these guys attempt to chase the boar, which has scrambled up the rocks. They don't see it, and they're like, "Ha! Angry man chickens."
I'm serious. They're like what?
I got a little chuckle in that one.
I'm gonna need a screenshot.
Angry man chickens are coming toward the rest of the group, but do not reach you this turn. Steak.
Alright.
You're underneath a man chicken.
First order of business. Shield of faith.
Baby.
Uh-huh.
So that just bumps the AC up 2 more.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
I gotta stop.
and you said I'm prone or just?
You're
grappled?
prone. No, you're not grappled, you're prone. And it's like standing on you.
$5 footlong.
All right.
This is what steak's gonna be here in a bit.
Strength check to break out.
No, you can just stand up with half your movement and like
Oh.
skitter backwards.
Oh well, if I can just stand up, I want to actually attack one of them.
Okay.
So
Is Shield of Faith is a bonus action?
yes.
Okay. Yeah, make an attack.
All right. One-handed because shield. I gotta get used to that now. And no one's within melee range of these, or within range of these.
10 is a
things.
miss.
Well, I'm in a really bad position. Moving's a bad idea.
Found your chicken, man.
So
I'm scared to look.
yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna chill and not attempt to not die. We'll see how that attempt to not die goes.
That looks
Okay.
like a sad
Nicolas
Cage.
Shaggy,
Hmm.
It's a
Me.
Nicolas Cage.
Yes, it is.
you're being approached by 4 man chicken dinosaurs from your west.
And
Of
chickenosaurs.
course I am. Of course I am.
Manicanosaurs.
I mean, they have a name, but who wants to learn to pronounce that? Am I right?
You? Say it.
Oh, you have that. Okay.
I do.
There you go.
It pronounces it for you in D&D Beyond.
So there's this moment where shadow covers over me for it just shadows come ripping in, pour all over me, and then
Okay.
I separate out into a bunch of different selves nearby.
Okay.
So it's going to be hard pressed for them to figure out which one's actually me.
Uh-huh.
That's my action.
You roll a d20. Okay. Sorry, I haven't dealt with this spell in some
It's okay.
time.
Each time that they target me, I roll a d20 to figure out
Uh-huh.
whether it hits me or one of the.
And if they hit
Duplicates.
a duplicate, the duplicate disappears, I assume, or
Yep, the duplicate can be destroyed only by an attack that hits it. A duplicate's AC
Okay.
is 10 plus my dex
We're
modifier.
gonna start using
so
real
they
dice.
could be targeting one of
'Cause
my
my
duplicates. and we
digital
roll,
dice are
we
fucking
decide
me
if we're
over.
Hitting the target, and then we
Uh-huh.
pick the duplicate and roll, go with its AC to figure out
Okay.
if we can even hit it.
okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's
So
nifty.
it is, and considering I'm a squishy individual who finds myself frequently standing closer than I fucking should, it seemed like a good idea. Also,
Seems
Would
like
you
a good
say
idea
these
to
are shadow clones?
no, I would say that they are shagalicious existences.
I don't know which is worse.
Um,
Fucking weeb.
Are you gonna do anything else with your bonus action or movements?
I'm actually gonna take a step out so that they come after me and my crew first.
I'm gonna jump to the
Okay.
left.
We go here.
Slide to the left.
Okay.
Or typically known for tanking. Oh wait, no, they're not.
They're really not. No. It's more a case of providing some bait so you guys can get some slapping. And considering that our
Oh,
paladin gets a bonus for flanking things, well, there's an awful lot of things being flanked there. That's all I'm saying.
Teehee.
Warden, your turn.
Cool. I want to try something new.
Oh god.
So
go.
I have powerful build. So I count as large
For your
when
character
making certain checks.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this move, stereotypically done with small people and large people. Fastball special.
I'm Wolverine.
And I would like very
Yes.
much to try and shot put No Me DeVito at the cluster
Oh
No
no.
me.
of 4 of
DeVito.
them right here.
Can you
Okay.
go that far?
We'll
About to find out.
Let's
Also,
see, how far is that?
I'm just dealing with 2 of them by myself. I'll be all right.
You'll be
Yeah, you'll
fine.
be good.
You said it yourself.
You're trying to throw him 35 feet.
Yeah.
How much do you weigh? With
with
your-
all my
with
gear,
Gear? You probably
160.
160 pounds with all your gear. He's large.
I'm small.
Quick maths. Let's say
Quick math.
that if you want to get him right where you want to, if you want to legitimately throw 160 pounds 35 feet, you need to make a strength check that's an 18 or better. For each 2 you miss it by, he's 5 feet closer than you intended.
Oh.
What? Made no
Okay.
sense.
So
Hey,
we'll
I'm
see
only-
how far you
Aim
get.
for the closer one.
I'm only 10 feet away.
I could easily walk there. You're
13.
gonna throw me. Oh.
It's a 13.
So you throw him 20 feet?
That works.
Okay.
Right there. And that's my action then, right?
Yeah. Yep, that's
Yeah.
definitely
there
your
ain't
action.
no way you're getting away with that
So-
on bonus action.
Okay.
Warden runs towards Finkelknob, does like a 2-handed upsies motion, and then just scoops him up and throws him.
I'm gonna warn you about it and then do
How
it.
gracefully do you land?
It's like a football. Hmm?
How gracefully do you land? Athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
Also, I just like to very quickly shout out, I'm not the one that's gotten being the first one
Bam.
thrown in combat.
You
Damn.
land like a boss. Also, Pims, you get inspiration for that. That was cool. Yeah. Okay. Keep her.
I'm so glad that worked.
Steak, have you actually managed to whack at one of these?
No, I missed. I only have 1 attack and I missed it.
Got it.
Again, Robin Hood in tights. Just all over again.
Tights.
The part that's really bad
Tights.
is that now that Finkelknob is right there, I legitimately can't do the spell I was going to do.
No, I know what you're gonna do. You can. Oh, you're gonna do Arms of Fadar.
It would have hurt you a lot.
What does the arms of Hodar do?
Necromantic damage and a lot of
Hodor.
it.
I'll be honest, I was expecting Warden to grab the boat and just baseball swing the 2 in front of me since I'm short.
If we didn't need it later, that would be fucking awesome. Thank you for that idea.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're
Or
carrying around a giant club, you can use to
Your-
body things. Makes sense.
Your AOE darkness might be really useful. You'll see what I'm gonna do here in a second.
I'm gonna do Guiding Bolt on this one.
Okay. That hits.
16 radiant damage.
I need the thingy so that I can 16 radiant damage. It's bloodied.
Smite.
And also the next attack on it has advantage.
You're welcome.
What can I say except you're welcome?
Finkelnuts.
Okay. I would like to try to grapple and climb on this one that's near me.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
You have the background of a dinosaur, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you
I
do.
might have just gotten a mount.
Okay, so
Strength check.
grapple is contested strength. You can use athletics if you have proficiency.
Oh, I'm also raging.
Okay.
I can
You're
also
rage
use
mounting a
athletics.
dinosaur?
If that's advantage, then I'll definitely do it. Ooh. Okay.
I...
I guess that doesn't work.
Okay, I mean, you can. It's not grappled. It can still
Okay.
move. But if you want to fling yourself onto its back, I'll allow it.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
To front. No.
Do I still have a bonus action with that?
Move to front. Doesn't raging take your bonus action?
Oh, I guess it does. Then, as part of my movement, is it possible for me to just take a bag out and put it over its head once I'm on top, or is that next turn?
Taking out an item from your
Yeah.
bag is an interaction, and you still get an interaction.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
You put a bag over its head. All right. This didn't get sketchy at all.
No, it didn't. Not even remotely. It's fine.
Yordle.
Help.
Alright, now that I've had my little tantrum fit,
Birds. Dinosaurs are
Little
like little birds.
tantrum fish.
alright, it's a big, giant, total-sized tantrum fit, fine. I'm gonna rada whip around and see if I can't use this stinking log to jump on its back. Or jump
Okay.
on it, like that.
All right. So, like, yeah, you're a monk. So, like, martial arts style or, like, some kind of crazy parkour attempt at a leap. Sure. Are you trying to grapple it?
Yeah!
All right. Strength or athletics?
Athletics.
Turtle's like, nah.
Wait,
Let's go with the
athletics
good
or
one.
Athletics and acrobatics.
Yeah, it's grappled.
Death from above! And just on the thing, and I'm...
This group got very huggy all of a sudden.
Look, I've been huggy for the last 3 fights. It's fine.
Oh,
Lots of
yeah,
hugging.
that's true.
The monks become the grappler. That's a plot twist.
I'm
And...
sure
It
they're
does.
typically good at that.
I was about to say, it's kind of their bag, baby.
Well, I thought it was just punching things a lot.
Yeah, but
I mean, this is
Okay,
punching
so
just
that's-
real
that's
close.
Grappling is your action. You still have a bonus action. You used most of your movement. I am guessing that you don't want to move farther because that would involve letting go. But do you want to do something with your bonus action?
I don't think wait. Can I Mario punch it with the claw?
No, you didn't. You didn't attack. Or wait, no, it counts as a special melee. Grapple counts as a special melee attack, and the martial arts ability lets you use your bonus action to make a claw attack. So technically, yes,
Okay.
because grapple is technically an attack. So you made an attack, which means that you can, as a bonus action, make a claw attack. So yeah.
Alright, so rada, jump, leap,
Yeah.
flatten, death from above, and then I'm gonna go, it's me, Mario! In the back of the head.
Garbage punch with
Hopefully.
punch.
Make an unarmed strike. That hits.
We're so close.
Good work.
Cool.
Now, sorry, but I have to pee. So, I'll be back.
That's fine. Just disappear right after I donkey punch something.
Yeehaw.
Good quote, random quote, Steak?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
It's from 2017. It's hard to say.
Oh no, you
Good
angered the
lord.
vegans.
That was when you suplexed a wolf into a rock and made brain smoothie in the river.
Was it?
I think.
Okay. I
At
mean,
least I think that's what it was.
it kind of applies now since I shot a tree, so I angered the ancient
That would
vegan.
That would be 2018. That would be the.
Oh,
that was-
what was that one from then? I don't remember.
I don't know.
Oh, for that would have been this still.
Was it when we were in the camp?
Maybe.
Maybe?
Might have been.
Ah, kitty! I like that kitty. I like that derpy kitty. I don't know why he's got his face stuck in that thing, but I love him.
Hi, hello, hi.
Hi.
Hello, hi.
I feel better
Hey,
now.
hello.
Okay. So, steak.
Mm-hmm.
You're about to get attacked, Sam. That's
Okay.
the thing that's gonna happen.
Since the one is restrained, does it have disadvantage on the attacks against me?
It's not restrained, it's grappled. Which means its
Does it
movement
have-
is 0, but its attacks
Is
are
not.
not necessarily.
Is it at least changing its focus to someone else?
It might be trying to get the turtle off its back. I mean, it's possible.
Okay.
We'll see. But the one that is shining after having been struck is definitely going to attack you.
Okay. Barely hits.
Barely? Isn't your AC
My-
16?
Shield of Faith takes it up to 18.
Okay. And that hits, and that hits.
Alright, so let's see, that's 10, 23.
Okay. The other one, has little arms and is trying to attack the turtle on its back. You just punched it across the face, and I'm assuming that you're okay. What part of it are you holding on to? Tell me.
Technically, I donkey punched it, so I punched it in the back of the head.
Okay.
But my thighs are gripping into its ribcage for dear fucking life because I don't want to get chucked like I just watched our barbarian do by a giant chicken man. There's some dignity being chucked by an age-old furbolg. There is no dignity in being chucked by a chicken manosaur.
It's not very
Manosaur?
smart.
This is the first time I've
Chicken
ever been accused of
Manosaur.
having dignity.
To your face.
Chicken Manosaur is going to turn its head, and attempt to bite anyway your leg. And
I'm
make
sorry,
it feel
a
bad.
chicken.
Epic
Manosaur?
fail.
Chicken
Is that just
Manosaur.
their nickname? Is that what you've gone to call them? Chicken Manosaurs.
Chicken manosaur.
That's what we
I
just
could
came
call
up
them.
with.
I see.
Fuck.
You could call them
I'll
fuck?
actually figure out what I'll have the thing pronounce it for me, and I'll tell you what its proper name is.
I'm really glad that crit roll
calling
as
it
it
chicken
did,
balls.
actually, now that I'm looking at what it
Dionysus.
does.
Can I get a free action to kick it in the face?
Deinonychus is its proper name.
Deinonychus? Okay.
Deinonychus.
Can I get a free action to flick it in the nose?
No, you can't have a free action to flick it in the nose.
I mean, it crit failed.
Uh,
Something. Anything.
Well, you see, the problem with you flicking it in the nose is that deals emotional damage, and everyone knows that psychic damage counts as an actual attack.
It'll be slightly depressed. It'll be fine.
Oh, also, just for the record, I'm looking pretty rough. The
Um,
shield is not exactly paying off as quickly as I hoped.
You noticed? What gave that away? Your blood on the
It's
ground?
also going to attempt to claw you with its little arms, but that may not go well for it.
I
That
have
one
a
went
big
okay.
head and little arms.
That one didn't go so good.
Mm-mm.
So, how quickly are you in the ground?
I'm at 13 hit points.
Fairly quickly is what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying as long as there's 2 right here, I've probably got another round
You'll be
before
alright.
I'm unconscious. And these things have a 3-tier multi-attack. So this could get really bad really quickly.
It could.
You can get all your death saves done in one turn.
That's not a good thing.
So the one here is going to attempt to attack Cube. These two are gonna go for Daishan, because reasons.
Yeah, they're going after
Bro.
Shaggy.
They're going after Shaggy, and they're probably gonna miss a whole lot because reasons. That's a real bad miss. So it's gotta hit you before we even figure out what it. Okay.
Yeah.
17 doesn't hit you. Your AC is 18, right? With mage armor, or is
No. My AC is. I gotta pull up the number here. It adds 3 for this thing.
mage armor is 13 plus your dex modifier.
Yep, which brings me to 15.
Okay, so that's a hit, but does it hit you or a duplicate? I guess is the next question.
Yep, that brings us to rolling a d20 first. So. Because I have all my duplicates, I have to roll a 6 or higher to change the attack's target to a duplicate.
You rolled a 20.
So with 6 or higher, it moves to a duplicate, and it has gonna have to hit an AC of. Oh yeah, it totally hits it. So that is, it hits one of the duplicates and kills it.
Okay.
That's all there is to it. So it's.
And
it's
then
a case
there's
of
another
when it
one.
goes to attack me, I have to say it hits this instead, and it rolls
Right.
against its AC against mine.
Right. So 15 also hits you because meets beats. So now we try again.
Roll a d20. Now I've got 2 of them, so
Right.
now I have
so
to
now you
get
gotta roll
an 8 or
an
higher.
8. Okay.
What?
And you do. And then the other one that's going to attack you
It's an 11
hits
or higher.
as
Because
well.
I've got 1 left.
Yeah. And you do, so you don't take that attack. Now you got Claw, which misses, and Claw, which misses. Nice.
Except now I got no duplicates.
But your
Yeesh.
duplicates are gone.
Yeah, they are.
And Cube is getting attacked not by the one that he put a bag over its head, because that one is very confused and not doing much of anything other than squawking. And perhaps actually kind of moving around confusedly underneath you.
Well, if he can get it so it's facing, he's more than 10 feet away from me and on the opposite side of it, I think that's a win.
But the other one is going to attempt to
Feel free to
attack.
turn the lights off if you want.
So that's
That's a hit.
that's a hit, but for only 3 damage because you're raging. That's a miss, I think, and
Miss.
that is probably also a miss.
Okay, cool.
And that's all of them handled. Because the one underneath you is just sort of going. Wah! Wah! It's a little bit panicked.
I don't know
Steak.
if you've ever seen with like ostriches, they put a bag over their heads, they just go to sleep because they think it's night.
With birds. Well, not birds. I don't know with ostriches. That was the case.
Dinosaurs
I had
are
no
just
idea.
old-ass birds.
I mean, yeah, these are feathered dinosaurs. Like, they have, like, little winglets and everything.
You make it sound
Alright.
like dinosaurs didn't have feathers. We don't.
Alright.
Hungry.
I'm just gonna be lame and do a longsword attack against the one
Yep.
that had the guiding bolt.
Uh-huh,
So at advantage.
uh-huh.
Longsword.
That's a hit.
Okay. I'm adding smite to this because I'm gonna die if I don't.
Okay.
So there's the damage.
Uh-huh.
And let me actually go ahead and cast a level 1 smite. And there's the rest of the damage. So 18 total damage.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's a nice damage.
Yay!
It is
I'm
a nice
not. I
damage.
might not
Yay.
actually. Do I have anything else I can really do on a bonus action? That's concentration. Oh crap! Shield of Faith is concentration. I forgot about that.
How many attacks did you take?
A lot.
I'm at
A
13
few.
health, so a couple.
So, like, 3. Yeah. So it was 3 plus. So roll 3 con saves. Yeah, no, you don't have Shield of Faith anymore.
Okay, that's fair. Well. Nah, I don't. I was. All right, I'm good. I was
Okay.
debating on using a luck to keep that concentration up, but I'm all right.
Okay. Shaggy.
Yeah.
That's you.
I'm gonna cast darkness right where I'm standing. So that's a 15-foot radius. The thing is, unless you can see through magical darkness, you can't see shit. Everything gets disadvantage against me.
Okay,
Against
draw
anything.
a box for me. Where it
Draw
is.
a box.
The draw shape tool should do that for you.
That's this one.
I can do
So it only lets me draw squares.
Shift.
You can or alt.
Yeah.
Shift Alt. Help me
You
out
can
here.
you can use polygon line if you want, or you can draw a shape. Yeah.
Ugh. Sorry, that's
That one right.
Wait, what? Why can't I?
Draw a shape.
Another option is throw a token on the map and then just give it an aura.
Oh, that's fair.
That's what I
hang on.
usually do
Sure.
because it's easy.
Yeah.
So 15 feet, that's 5, 10, 15.
I'm gonna do that, Daishan. The token.
Boop.
With that darkness.
Okay, so it's a square. There we go. It's there. Next time I'll
Best
fix
thing to
it.
do.
Yep.
Because
Oh,
I can't seem to
is-
figure out how to make a fucking circle.
Is darkness a square?
Damn my lack of
Oh,
knowledge.
so darkness is actually a square. Okay. Or a circle.
No, it's a radius, which would make it a circle.
Yeah.
So, you're not in darkness, Steak. Everyone else is. It would
Like
seem.
hardcore. So no one can see shit at all unless they can see through magical darkness.
Mhm.
And
Is it a 15-foot radius or a 15? Yeah, right.
I hit the. Did it put the spell in there? It did not. I'll hit the button so you can see the spell.
15-foot radius sphere.
Mhm.
So 1, 2, 3 from you. Yeah.
So,
And you know what? I'll actually cast it on my belt buckle,
On your belt buckle. Okay.
so it moves with me.
So it's about there-ish.
Yes.
How do you draw a fucking circle?
Alt.
Alt.
You press Alt while you draw.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, my
No.
bad.
Shift just makes it square. Like a
Like it locks the
1-to-1.
grid.
Oh. That's
Okay.
delightful.
Oh, that's actually supremely handy.
Now, how do I
suddenly
erase
circles
it?
everywhere.
If you
Yeah,
click
sorry.
on the line and hit backspace, it'll go away. You have to go back to the mouse tool. Sorry. Otherwise,
It's
you'll
alright.
just draw more little shapes.
It's
little
pockets of
shapes.
extra darkness.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Now I get it. I feel silly for not knowing it. Sorry, guys.
No, you're
It's
good.
alright.
They don't make it super obvious.
son, I had
We're-
no use.
Unless you're gonna do something else other than make it dark, Shaggy.
I'm actually going to cast Hex on the one that's on the little lizard.
The one that's on the little lizard. The one with the turtle on his back. Got it.
Yep. So I'm going to screw with its dexterities.
Okay.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Okay.
Okay.
Who are you gonna throw this turn?
Me, gonna be me.
I mean, realistically, the only other person he can throw is me, and I'm currently preoccupied.
Well, it means that it's
You
easier to
seem
pick
have
you
it in
up.
hand.
True.
Cool. I am going to gonna move over. What's my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? I'm going to go over, huddle down in this fern, and I'm going to hold an arrow. Attack for anything that comes out of the ball of anger. I mean, dark.
Would you say you're gonna aim for knees?
No, not quite. They have not harmed the trees yet.
So you're not gonna aim for knees because they haven't harmed trees.
Yes.
Got it.
I'm sorry, what? Like, I'm not the only one that's confused by that statement, right?
Used
And
to be
I'm
an
gonna
intro like you.
bonus action mark this one here. Can you put a little arrow or target on it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Can you see that one though? It's in the darkness.
Oh shit! No, I can't. That's fair.
Attack the darkness.
Just fire in the darkness. What's
I'm
the
in
worst
there.
that can happen?
Yep. What's the worst that can happen? Last words.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. I'm holding my action for anything
Okay.
that comes out where I can see it.
Got it.
Come at me, bro.
Literally.
Come at me, chicken dino, bro.
Oh my god.
Chicken dino, bro.
Bro.
Okay.
I
Finkelknob.
thought you would be chicken dino.
You are
burrito.
in inky blackness in which you cannot see on the. Oh, sorry, my
turn.
bad. Keeper.
It's okay.
I fucked up.
It's okay.
With the accident.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make an inky blob for future darkness spells, so I'm distracted.
All good. Toll the dead on that one.
Okay. DC 14 wisdom save. That's the wrong sheet. No, that fails. 8 necrotic damage. It doesn't like that very much.
It's not having a good day, let's say.
You could in fact say that. Yeah. It doesn't look great.
I'm glad it doesn't look great. I want it to look terrible.
It looks a little haggard, you could say.
Haggard.
Yeah.
You're a wizard, Harry?
You're a wizard, Harry.
Dino, Harry.
So they suddenly got taller and grew a ton of facial hair. Oh god, I'm terrified.
Same.
Anything else other than Toll the Dead on your turn, Keeper?
I can't really do much of anything else. So.
Okay. Now Finkelknob. My bad.
Okay. So I'm on the back of this dinosaur.
You're on the back of a dinosaur, in a blob of darkness through which you cannot see.
This is true.
The dinosaur has a bag on
Don't
its head, but it
choke
also
out your
couldn't see even-
PS3. That would be a bigger problem than trying to get it to
where
work.
he is.
I figured what I have is I've got like the bag cinched with one hand, and I'm going
Okay.
to use my other hand to attack behind me where I know one is.
Okay.
And I'm going to make this a reckless attack, so it
Okay.
loses disadvantage.
Right, so even then, because you have disadvantage because you can't see,
Mhm.
and advantage because it's reckless.
Yep.
That hits. No, sorry,
Sweet.
it's a 10. Never mind. 10
Oh.
does not hit. I saw the 16 and was thinking reckless attack.
Right.
Yeah, it misses.
Okay.
Ah.
Let's see. Yortle, the Tortle.
You're on a dino. What do?
Yeah.
I've been on a obese cyclops giant thing and a weird pterodactyl human monster. One chicken pterodactyl beast
You
dino
just seem to
pig.
love mounting the enemies. It's a little creepy.
Yeah.
Like you mount
They're
them
exerting dominance, it's fine.
a lot.
Hot and kettle.
I don't mount them. I don't mount them.
Creepy part.
What is wrong with you?
Creepy part.
I'm gonna set some claws to its ear hole.
Oh, you're not.
Badly.
No, I'm not. It tickles. It goes hee hee hee.
Break-
Stop it.
You break a nail somehow.
I'm gonna try the other ear hole. Fuck these dice.
Barely any more success.
It tickles, and then I'm going to burn its ears by cursing in a language it doesn't even understand. So what's the point? What is the point?
That sounds absolutely legit. Go you.
I give up.
You're right. That would be the perfect size for a mount for your character.
Alright, chickens.
Did you just stop midway to look this up?
I just googled it real quick. I just wanted to figure out how big the real like dinosaur was.
I mean, that's fair.
Okay. So, Dino turn.
Dino turn.
Dino turn. You just like swiped at its head twice, so it's gonna try and bite and attack you again. It can't move because it's still grappled.
It's dealing with some stuff.
It's got a
I
large
suppose
weight
you
on
could
its
try
shoulders.
to attempt your grappling. Yeah, make another grapple check, because it's gonna try to break your grapple, actually.
What is a grapple check?
Athletics.
Thank you. Why did I roll with these fucking dice still?
It seemed like a good idea at the time, yo.
Okay, so it breaks free of the hold you had on it, by rearing up and turning and like wriggling somehow, and you slide off.
Help.
And it
Help.
runs away.
Oops.
Some distance, but not super far. It's like
Opportunity attack.
ah!
Do I get one of those?
Yeah, do I get one too?
Go ahead, try.
Is mine an advantage?
Damn,
because
I'm
Hobble?
not close enough.
Yours is an advantage because Hobble.
Yay! Thanks, Hobble.
Thanks, Hobble.
That did not help at all.
Yeah, thanks,
That
Hubble.
misses. Hobble, you can try though.
It's
Didn't
a
help.
20,
It
right?
just didn't help enough.
Enough.
Huh?
What?
It's an attack roll.
Oh, okay.
It's an attack. It's just a straight up attack roll.
I'm not using
uses
that
your
dice. That's fine. 14
believe-
plus 4 is 18.
18 hits.
Okay.
You know what? I actually did say I was going to use physical dice tonight and haven't used them once, didn't I?
1d4 plus
Said you were
2.
gonna use
Show 'em
it.
on cam.
All right.
If I get
Firstly-
suspicious, I'll stop letting you. But
5.
Well, I mean, they're the dice I got from you, so.
I rolled a 24.
Off a
Yeah.
d4?
Look at that! I rolled backs.
I rolled a natural 21. Wow.
Maxie.
Pat. Go eat diapers.
What?
Dino that Hobble slid off of is now bloodied.
Oh.
And
I wish I'd worded my held attack differently.
yep, I can understand why that would be a thing. These guys don't know where the darkness begins and ends. Okay, so here's how we're gonna handle that situation. 4. Okay. So the one to the south of you moves away from you. You can feel it move away, and you can make a Shaggy. You can make an opportunity attack at disadvantage if you'd like to.
I would certainly love to.
Oh no, you can see. It's just a regular one.
Okay, I was just checking before I did this.
Sorry. No, not disadvantage. You can just make an attack because you can see it.
So, question: what am I hitting him with? Like a melee weapon?
It has to be a melee attack. I can't remember if you can use a melee spell attack or not. Nah.
I think you need Warcaster for that.
You have to have
Yeah,
Warcaster to use
okay.
the spell.
Which is something I got.
So he takes 5 points of damage.
Okay.
Shank.
Why can't?
Shaggy shake.
There we go.
Shaggy shake.
This one.
I stabbed you
He's
for
gonna
your
continue to move
kick.
in this direction, by the way.
No!
And this one is going
Don't go
this
into the
way.
darkness, Pims.
Same deal. As
the
it
darkness.
moves out of
Is it
your
too late to
range,
kill?
which would be here. You don't have a reaction anymore.
No,
So
I
never
used
mind.
my only reaction.
Think
But I
about
appreciate
this.
you thinking of me.
So
Very kind of you.
Cube, this one moves away from you first.
Okay.
If you want to use your reaction, you can, because you can't see at disadvantage, make an attack of opportunity. You can like feel
Sure.
the
I can
creature's going
hear it
past.
moving.
Yeah.
That's
You hit.
18. Bam.
Hot damn. Nice.
Can you feel the
Dino squawking
raptor
occurs.
tonight?
Is he
Dino
out of the?
squawking.
Is he out of the darkness now?
He's
or-
about to be. There we go. Now he's out of the
Hey.
darkness, which means
Cool.
Pimp gets to attack.
Boom! That is a 12. Misses?
Womp womp.
Yeah.
Boom, that is a 12.
You hit another tree. Good job. We have
Super
now
proud
shot
of you.
more trees than dinosaurs.
am so
And
sorry.
the last one moves 1, 2,
You have
Raven was
no
admiring
idea.
the fauna and panicked when he
This
saw it come out
way.
of
There we
with
go.
with Cube on top of him.
the...
No. The one that Cube has has a bag on his head and is just very confused.
Oh,
and
there's one
like
under his
squawking.
token. Okay.
Yep, I'm
Yes.
writing it.
He's
Well,
writing
I mean, your
it.
token.
He's a freaking dinosaur rider. Of
I
course
couldn't
he's
see
writing
it
it.
under your token.
He's a
so I
he's a
didn't know.
he's a heckin' dino jockey.
Heckin' Dino.
He's a
Then you said that was
DJ.
potential background. I just went yes.
And these are the fruits of your labor. Steak.
Alright.
It is the turn of our small lizard friend.
Who was debating which big lizard, not friend, to attack?
Yes. To you, they're very big lizards. They're twice your size.
I mean, they are.
They are?
So the one's bloodied, and the one's looking fairly okay.
This one looks mostly fine. This one's bloodied.
All right, I'm going after the bloodied one.
Uh-huh.
So move there, I guess. Let's move.
Okay,
there.
so it looks like I made the move out from the darkness on purpose. I legitimately rolled randomly for which direction they would go.
Well, I mean, they were all kind of in the middle, and it's only 15 feet, so odds are a direction will lead you out if you just keep going it far
Right.
enough. Anyway, one-handed attack, not at advantage because no one's around to be a friend. I'm
That
gonna guess
hits.
Oh, it does? I'm
does.
surprised by that, actually.
So say we all.
10 damage, and poof.
Wow, that is my second max damage roll since I've started using the one-handed part. Okay,
Nice.
well, I was expecting to have to do something else there.
Health
Okay,
potion?
I don't have one of those.
Never mind.
You do have a cleric standing
Yeah,
over you.
And I've got some lay on hands.
Puppy
I can
eyes.
dump it myself if need be. But I'm gonna just
Steak touches himself and feels better.
Yep.
Got it.
Look,
actually,
we were
it's an
talking about his
action.
wood earlier. Can we not add that?
You didn't even have to pay someone for it.
I mean, that's pretty much it because I really don't have anything good to do on bonus actions yet.
And these are
you
times when
gonna
you
do
want to
all hands or
mute
not?
It's an
your
action to do it.
Oh, okay, never mind. You
Mute
don't
your
touch
mic.
yourself and you don't feel better.
Oh god.
Alright.
Chills.
Yikes.
What? It's
What
just
else
a bit of
do- how-
massage therapy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But it's a happy
Shaggy.
ending.
Yeah.
It's your turn. Please make it stop.
You started it.
I mean, can always have a safe word.
I move,
Oh
and
god.
the circle should move with me.
Mm-hmm.
On it.
While you're moving, I attack. No.
Okay, Jills, I can also move the circle. Good to know.
Oh damn.
Can you just like connect that to his token somehow?
No.
Or-
I can do this though.
Because I guess if the darkness is cast on something on him, it would move with him as an aura.
You
Hello,
can just
Shaggy,
use his
my
token.
old friend.
Which is the point of it, yeah.
You move
Yeah.
that darkness around some
I gave his
again.
token an aura. There you
So
go.
my token
None of
anymore.
us can see it.
Ah,
Only
alright,
he
there we
can.
go.
Oh,
Got it.
only
hang
you
on.
can.
I can fix that.
The aura is a nice touch. Thank you much.
I should be able to fix that. Advanced.
Enhance.
Aura. C.
Woo!
Now can everybody see it?
There we
Yep.
go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
Like the color choice.
Most excellent.
Can't imagine why.
Most-
Better than making it pitch
Excellent.
black so no one can see anything there.
All right.
Neither can you at that point.
That would depend on
So you
what they chose.
You missed. There's darkness again on those guys and Cube.
Yeah,
Warden.
well, I bring it with love, Cube. With love.
You're good. It's fine.
I'm going to bonus action mark this one,
Okay.
and I'm going to follow up that little wisp of planar energy with a shot from the bow, and that is a
That
13.
hits.
Cool. So there's the longbow, and I added my force damage back in, so 12 damage.
Oh. Math is hard. There we go.
I like that. That is a very accurate. Yep. Yep.
Put the arrows in the back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good. Keeper. Let's not skip keeper this time. Sorry.
That's a good
Yeah.
call. Don't skip the keeper.
Thank
I'll be
you.
right back.
That trait's
We
not
have
a
to
keeper.
Keep keeper in mind.
Trapper keeper.
Yeah.
You knew.
Toll the dead on the one that's been marked.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw. That's a big miss.
And a 6 because it's already taken damage.
It has indeed. It don't look so hot. Still up though.
Nice.
Anything else? Okay, Finkelnut.
All right. Since I'm in complete blackness and I really wouldn't know where anyone is,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna roll animal handling to see if I can get the dinosaur to move the direction I want,
Okay.
and just pick a direction with a D8, just going clockwise from north.
Okay.
Sounds legit.
So, animal handling, not great. So
How
guess
do
it's
you
direction-
encourage it to move?
I was thinking just a little kick in the ribs.
A little kick in the ribs. Okay.
Rib kick.
And you wanted it to go in. You were just picking a random direction.
Yeah, so it's gonna probably go a random direction anyways.
It is gonna go a random direction anyways.
But it's not the random direction you wanted, is the important detail here.
Yeah.
There you go. 4, so that would be what? South.
Right. 5, 6, 7. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 directions. Okay, so this is
Yep,
the way
so
that
it'd
it
go
actually
southeast.
goes.
Oh, okay.
Because I also rolled a d8.
Oh, okay.
Like I did for all of the other ones before. I just
Oh,
did
that's
the
good.
same thing. So you kicked it, and now it's going this way. I'm
Mhm.
moving you, not it. But you're both
Right.
gonna move together anyway because you're on it. You're still at the edge of the darkness, and its head is still in a bag, so it doesn't know any different. It's just,
Okay,
"Ah!"
cool.
It went from
I'm
a
sorry,
heavy
it's
bag
what?
dark to magical dark, and it didn't really notice.
What was that, Jills? What was that action it took? Them little arms.
Whoops. Yordle, the turtle. It is your turn, please.
Okay. I'm gonna move my butt right here, and then I'm gonna whip that one in its face.
Oh God.
Whip, whip,
Okay.
whip, whip, whip.
That hits.
Nope. Missed the cool whip.
So the next question I have for you is: are you going to do a bonus action to Nene?
How does it die?
You didn't think that far ahead, did you?
Nope.
You are now. It's fine. This is a heck it we'll do it live moment.
Yeah, and all I can think of is terrible, terrible things that I will not mention.
Oh my.
Ew, no.
Not the good kind. The terrible, terrible.
Because reasons.
Racist reasons. Yeah, I split its feathery mohawk in half down past its skull and head. It goes everywhere, I guess. I don't.
Deafness occurs.
I'm gonna go chicken nuggets, and then I'm gonna move here and go
the dead.
more chicken nuggets in the dark, and that's all I got.
Okay.
Is it a free action to ready a bow?
No, that's
no.
Just to
ready something?
just to pull it, like
you want
hold
to
it
pull the
in case something comes
you
out.
Can, like sheath your
Part of your movement.
one weapon and choose another.
Yeah.
But you don't have a readied action.
No.
Because you've already used your attack.
Yeah, no, just to switch weapons. I guess would be a better.
Yes, you can switch weapons.
Way to put that.
Sure. Now we're back to the land of random directional dinosaur running.
My favorite.
It's like a horse race, only not even they know who's gonna win.
I knew I liked that movie.
It's
Random directional dinosaurs.
You're supposed to tell them that the fair games are rigged.
Okay.
I mean,
Us?
that's literally common knowledge.
I saw that movie, Us. There was people underneath the games.
20.
Okay, so far this is going really well.
First creature
We're gonna stick with actual dice because
is slightly too far away.
So there's that.
And
we're gonna have chicken nuggets tonight, boys.
So its choice is to run to here and chill.
And chill.
We're going in the same direction as before. You can make an attack of opportunity at disadvantage cube. Because the one next to you moved away. There's still one under you, right? Yeah, there is.
Yep.
You hit.
Hey.
Squawking comes from the
I'm
darkness.
no longer raging.
Okay.
Oh wait, I would be actually because I got that reaction hit last time. So that'd be 8.
8? Okay.
Yeah.
Look away for 1 second and I hear
It was just a reaction.
I have a long dog.
Yep.
Hey, it's one of yours, Ninja. Good job. I got a long dog.
So this is where you say it's bloodied, but no one can see it because it's in the darkness, right?
No, that's not where I say that. It continues to run in this direction and ends up next to Hobble.
Oh, rude.
What?
You tell it I said it was rude.
Wow.
And it didn't move, it didn't charge, so it doesn't get to pounce. So that's no fun for me. But it hits twice, and one of them's a crit.
Do I get a reaction?
13.
No.
It didn't leave your. It entered your area.
I don't know how reactions work.
Attack of opportunity is when a creature that you're locked in combat with leaves melee with you.
Okay, I will remember that
occur.
for like 3 turns.
No.
But you took 18 points of slashing damage, though.
Ooh.
That's a lot of that's a lot of the slashy slash.
Big slash.
Oops.
Much damage. Monk bleeding a little bit.
Yeah, sure, a little bit. Mm-hmm.
There's just a little bit of blood.
I've literally been at 13 health since round 2 of this fight, so I mean,
You really need to not draw attention to the fact you're almost dead.
I mean, it's fine.
You
I
say
honestly
that.
I haven't.
You can fix that.
No, like that's the thing. I haven't stood still long enough for Calf to have a chance to heal me.
So this, what happens here
Oh god.
is you're on top of it. It takes its turn, it tries to move, and ends up, like, planting both of you against this stone cliff about
Okay.
8 feet high.
Who framed Roger
And
Rabbit?
But it's like, it's like trying to get out of the bag and unsettled and behaving like a chicken with its head in a bag.
Bless you? I don't know.
Alright.
She's okay.
Okay.
It's code for she's dying.
Oh, well, that's sad.
Stop that.
Steak.
Seriously. No,
small
that's
lizard
Cube's
turn.
job.
And continuing with the idea of not staying still long enough to get healed.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
I feel bad about the
sit-
fact that
Sit
she's
must have a new
dying.
character.
Yeah, I'm not smart. What can I do? And at advantage because person.
That hits.
Go ahead and roll. That. Yeah, I'm adding smite to that one. And
Get smoked.
Not
That's
gonna say
better.
what I was gonna say.
So 13 damage total to the one
Nice.
right there.
Okay. It's still up. It doesn't look happy about it, but it's still up.
He doesn't look happy about it. Oh man, I wish I died.
Shaggy.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
I'm gonna try zapping, but first I'm gonna move my hex over to that one just outside the ring,
Uh-huh. This
and
one?
then I'm the one that I've just stepped into the ring.
Yep, got
Oh,
it.
fuck it, what am I doing? I will step them both into the ring. Sorry, lads. And then I shoot that one. I hope. Please
Okay.
work.
Oh, God.
I'd like to get at least one hit in, for fuck's sake.
15 hits.
That's good. That's so nice.
Ah, shit. There it goes.
Ah, fuck.
Hex moves to the other one then,
Uh-huh.
and I'm out of turn. But I guess what I'll do is I can still move a little more so that people can see him. Oh, you know
Okay.
what? I rephrase. I can do it whenever I want to, so I actually drop the darkness.
Okay.
So no more aura.
Better
Yep,
pick
let
it up.
me fix that.
Can I shoot Pims as a free action for that pun?
No.
Goodbye, Narctis, my old friend.
Can I shoot Cube for that pun?
No!
Can I shoot his dinosaur and watch him fall?
No.
Wow, rude.
He already face planted.
Good point.
Well, I more got
have
my
a stack
face
to
smashed
shoot a
into
bit.
a.
Sorry.
You planted your face into the cliff.
There's the one I want.
It took
Move
root.
that. Put that back. There. Alright, problem solved. And Warden.
Hey, that one that's hexed, let's add another condition to it. Can I get
That
my
one?
mark? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one that's alive and hexed. Sorry. And yeah, I will take another shot with Le Beau
Uh-huh.
from the distance. The shoot, and this.
The missy miss.
Shooshy shoos and the miss.
He's French now. He is good at retreating and not firing
Oui.
people.
Oh.
Who you call a hoe? How dare you?
Drakezaho? Never mind.
I want some donuts.
What?
What?
Huh?
Personally, I've been craving popcorn.
Keeper.
Popcorn.
Alright. Toll the Dead.
From the tall dead.
Against. Is Toll the Dead melee? Or
No.
ranged? Okay, against that one. That's a miss. So 7?
Has it taken damage?
No.
Okay. Yeah, 7.
Okay. Finkel nut.
All right, I'm actually gonna try animal handling again, and I'm gonna use
Okay.
inspiration.
Okay.
I like how you're just off having your own little adventure with this one.
Yep, pretty much normal. Hey, didn't
Oh,
need it
shit.
after all.
Okay. So
Anal
what?
handling, yes.
Anal handling? No, we're not handling anuses. We're handling chicken manosaurs.
Yeah,
That's
it
how
still
they do
doesn't
it.
work. It's fine.
You get a firm grip.
So you're
Except when it
handling
does.
cock?
I wish you were more wrong than you are. Like, I would say at least 4 or 5 times in a week, in an average regular week at work, I touch the butthole for
Oh,
some medical reason.
too much butthole touching.
Cube, do you have
And a
any
penis.
latex gloves in your bag?
Have you thought about not touching the butthole? I'm asking.
I
for a friend.
always wear gloves.
Germ
Why
theory's
would
not
I ever? Ew. Okay,
So Jill's is the true anal handler here.
Oh,
I am. Cube, with
Alright.
your amazing animal handling skills granted to you by your dino jockey prowess,
expertise.
what do you want to do?
Hell yeah. What's the speed of this guy?
40 feet.
40? Hell yeah, that's a speed bonus for me. Let's see.
Oh crap, you're 25, aren't you?
I'm gonna ride like up to here
Uh-huh.
and then chuck a javelin at this one.
Okay.
If I can do that.
You can.
Look like heavy
Did you
metal.
just make a friend?
We'll see how long the friendship lasts. I don't.
I mean,
see
it only took a
lasting
little
very
bit of kidnapping, but you know, I think we made a friend.
Isn't that how that always works? Just a little kidnapping and you got a friend for life.
This is not good advice for anyone out there, just so you
Roll
know.
damage.
Unless it is.
It's great
Unless
D&D
it is.
advice, though.
Okay.
Roll for
When I said I'm a good
PTSD.
one, I also happen to be the moral compass of the group IRL. So I mean,
I'm sorry. Did you just say you're our moral compass?
Yeah, put the Bible down, bud.
Steal the egg. No, wait, don't do it. Put it back.
I didn't say steal it.
Not to mention,
Steal the
I'm,
egg! No, wait, just drop it off this
I'm
cliff.
just gonna throw. Which one of us threw the egg into a shattered mess on their front doorstep?
I got pushed.
Can I interest you in the good book?
You are
Hobble,
role-playing your paladin.
it's Yordle's turn, please.
Oh
Okay
my
then.
God. I'm the moral compass, he says. Child murderer.
Never heard
Hey, just
more shit.
just because he's the compass doesn't mean that the compass works.
No, it's like a Minecraft compass. It doesn't point north. It just points to your spawn
yeah.
location.
Jake wanted to return an egg back to its family, and he dropped it.
I like how you're leaving out the detail about the getting pushed.
So basically, he made breakfast.
No, we didn't.
Thank you.
Dropped it on their doorstep. Actually,
We tried that.
And technically, it was their poop deck, though.
So he dropped it in the shitter.
I suppose that makes it even worse, doesn't
Can
it?
we just kill this last dinosaur? already?
I'm gonna waddle myself over here to this log that I used to jump,
Uh-huh.
and I'm just gonna flop on it because I'm hurting real bad. I'm just gonna go, good job, guys. Yep. And that's all I got.
Okay.
Are you hurting real bad?
Yes.
So,
Come here.
because it's fun,
Because
this
it's
guy
fun.
sees that he's mostly surrounded, and is gonna bolt.
And Paul has betrayed him and is letting that weird little thing ride him.
Is he gonna bolt over the boat?
No, he's
Oh.
not bolting over the boat.
It's a boat time.
Well,
He ran.
that's probably an attack opportunity.
I don't think it was in any of our range.
You know, it wasn't in melee with anyone.
Okay.
And I
And
don't.
the one under that you're riding is currently under your control, so it doesn't do anything that
Okay.
you didn't want it to do. And Steak's turn.
Well, let's see. That one is 45 away. 30's movement. It's not. I don't see any reason in pursuing that one, honestly.
Ooh,
So
It's unexpected.
I'm just gonna chill and actually, for the first time, give myself a little bit of healing, and that'll basically be my turn.
Who's hungry?
Dino nuggets.
Dino nuggets. Dino nuggets.
That's my turn. Is just being like, okay, it's leaving, healing self.
Sure.
Good to go.
Shaggy.
Surprising nobody.
Yeah, that misses.
And then I shout out, "You better run!"
Okay. Warden.
I'm going to use my inspiration.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to mark, or he's still marked.
He's still marked.
I'm going to fire a longbow shot.
Okay.
That's a 22.
It's a 22.
Pew pew pew. 14 damage.
It had 13 health.
Cool. There's a distant pop as this thing gets hit. It's wonderful.
And just I imagine in my head that the planar butthole was created almost inside of it, so the force of your force damage kind of causes it to explode outward from the point of impact.
Now that's anal handling.
Anal handling.
I gotta take a crap! Only half the group has heard that story. Anyways.
So, place your bets now. When that bag comes off this other one's head, are we about to have to fight it?
Who said the bag's coming off?
You gotta feed it at some point.
That's what a mouth hole is for.
You're no longer necessarily really in initiative order.
Okay.
Your animal handling, you critted.
Yeah.
So it kind of has accepted your dominance at this point.
All right.
Nice.
I imagine that as a dino jockey, you at some point participated in breaking dinosaurs for riding.
Sounds
Yeah, I
legit.
would
So you
assume
know
I
how to
have
do
a
it.
background on this.
You would need
Yeah.
to. You would need to.
How long
I mean,
does it typically take? Like,
if you don't know how to control a dinosaur, then how could you ride it, right?
obviously, yep.
I would say it varies from dinosaur to dinosaur, but
Okay.
that it takes anywhere from hours if it has a submissive nature in general to
Mhm.
days or weeks if it's particularly stubborn.
Gotcha. And this thing's a predator, so probably on the base side.
Wouldn't them not you doing a predator one though be boring for the races? They would want meat eaters for that fucking thing.
Actually,
Probably.
there are stats for different dinosaur
Phew.
riding different
Dinosaurs are just lame-ass
dinosaurs.
dragons.
Each of them has a different speed and a different DC for the animal handling check if you want to beat it to make it go faster and stuff. And the rules for it are really complicated actually. But yes, there are different ferocities of animal that are used for this purpose in Nyanzaru.
I think one of the first things I'd want to do is cut off a length of rope and basically tie it into a makeshift muzzle.
Okay.
And then
Sure.
get that on over the bag and then pull the bag out through it, if that makes sense.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
10 healing for everyone from Keeper's Prayer of Healing.
Neat.
I managed to not take damage for a second fight.
Mhm.
I'm
Don't
doing my
brag.
job.
I'm not doing my job.
You were anal handling. It's fine.
Technically, you are doing your job. Throw it out
Well, I
there.
mean, it used to be your job.
Ooh, I have idea.
Okay. So you have a muzzled Deinonychus. I had to listen to the thing again because I couldn't remember how to say it.
That sounds good to me.
Dionysus, but
Dionysus.
You know something to keep in
Dionysus
mind
is
about
a,
that Deinonychus?
Greek god?
Egyptian god?
Goddess?
Greek god. Greek god.
Goddess. Okay.
Goddess, yes.
Dionysus.
Yeah.
Bacchus.
Isn't
It's not
Dionysus a
old
dude?
ladies.
And wasn't he also in, he was the hedonism bot?
Do you know what's even better? Cube.
Yeah.
You've already taught it that if it doesn't pay attention to you, you'll murder it like you murdered all its family.
I mean,
All its family.
Oh, yeah. Dionysus is the god of the grape harvest, winemaking and wine, fertility, ritual madness, religious ecstasy, and theater.
Yep.
Ritual madness.
Yeah,
Neat.
don't know
I
about
like
that one.
It's like going on holiday.
Oh.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not sure how I feel about all this.
Too late. You haven't said anything about putting anything back. So you're stuck with
put
us.
it back over Stick's head.
I put a penny over Steak's head. You can try.
Time to make him sleepy. Alright.
Okay.
Anyone else want cure wounds? Healing?
Raise
I'm
my hand
surprisingly
without
okay.
looking up.
As a matter of fact, even though you saw me kill something, did you notice I didn't pull anything in? Nothing.
I didn't actually notice you kill anything, but all right.
Yeah.
Wow, that's it. I quit.
It was dark.
No one can see.
It's fine.
It was dark, no
Another,
one could see.
another 10 for you.
Preach. And with that, I'm gonna get up and just hug the furball. Thank you.
That'll do, Turt.
Now
That'll
I wish I took the mounted combat feat.
Do it.
I have a feeling this won't last long. It'll probably die in the next session.
I mean...
Can we make
Maybe.
turtle nuggets now? Oop, wrong
I'm
accent.
gonna feed it mayonnaise.
Ugh.
Oh.
Yeah, it's gonna die in a day or two. Mayonnaise poisoning. What do I gotta roll to start making nuggets? Cause I'm making nuggets. Start.
You can
chopping shit
make nuggets. You guys have learned how to, you know, butcher animals in the jungle. This is a thing that you've become accustomed to.
There's 5 of them.
There are 5 dead ones. It's true.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I don't know who's doing what, but I want to walk over to the one that we've captured and just kind of try to get a feel for what it's feeling, because I don't have a speak with animals at the moment.
Feel for. Never mind. I'm not gonna ask.
Okay, roll animal handling.
Yeah, I figured it was either going to be that or nature.
Nice, you win, yeah. Gonna meet them all.
Oh, there's a lion.
So I imagine you like holding your hand out to it, and it going, and like backing away from you slightly, and like looking at you with concerned dino-y eyes, trying to figure out what you are.
Can I tell? Can I kind of get a general feel though, even still, without it letting me near it?
And betrayer.
Animal handling isn't...
You 2-legged betrayer.
You already kinda did your thing.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it's like looking you up and down.
Mm-hmm.
Can you sense its emotions now?
Okay.
Hey, Warden,
Hmm?
are we cool with this kind of shit?
Cool with this kind of.
Not uncommon. Given the chance, I would prefer to ride than walk, as long as you act nicely.
Have you gotten a chance to read my mother's book?
Oh.
We've been walking all day. When would he read?
Though we really could probably fashion a better muzzle here.
Yeah.
I'm talking shit.
No, it's good work. It just
How many nuggets did we get out of all of
worked
this?
out.
I mean, how much time do you want to spend making nuggets?
As much time as it is to hack, slash, and dash.
As much as it takes to
Wait,
actually
what?
make nuggets, is what you're saying?
Yep. Out of
I
5
see.
manosaurs.
Imagine that each of these is the size of a deer.
So it takes a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, it takes less bit than if they didn't have claws.
Right, so like, there's not necessarily as much flesh as a deer, but like they weigh a hefty amount. Like carrying this much dino nugget could perhaps be a challenge.
So 20-piece
you
chicken
can, you
McNugget
can, I
meal?
mean, if you're asking, yes, if you want to spend your afternoon making a fuck ton of dino nuggets, be my guest.
If you guys are
Don't know
fine.
about the feed.
Yeah. The dino.
Oh my god!
Just
And
let
then
him
I
eat
remembered-
mayonnaise.
Then I remember that there are actually a few different subspecies of birds that are very, very willing to be cannibals. So,
Including
Like
chickens.
falcons.
yeah.
Chickens will absolutely eat anything that's there, including the other chickens.
So,
Wait, I'm sorry, did you pick a fight with me?
Good for the flock.
oh god. So, if you guys are fine with it, I'll make nuggets out of all this and we'll have a 20-piece in the morning. We just gotta, stay overnight.
How much of that chicken are you planning on eating all by yourself? There's only going to be 20 pieces left in the morning.
20 pieces each? My bad. Fine. We'll make 20 pieces a piece, 40 pieces for Midge Mong over there and his horse.
Oh, I love that.
And then we'll go in the morning. We'll start moving in the morning again.
I see.
Unless anybody has an objection. Which I'm fine. Guess we'll just leave all this meat that we wasted just lying here to rot.
Put it in the boat.
Put it in the boat.
We can make a new harness for Bitey, or whatever you want to name your mount.
That one might be a little fucked up if we use pieces from, his friends, but
If we
That's a
tan
lot.
it just right, he's never gonna know. Cheap.
This is how you make a big bad evil dino. I was enslaved and harnessed in the skins of my friends.
Never mind the fact that I probably ate them. It's fine.
Eat them!
So what are we doing? Are we talking moral compass of eating slash
Mighty is
wearing
solely
your
his name
friends?
now.
Bitey?
No, there's no moral compass in regards to feeding animals on their own brethren. If that was the case, you wouldn't be able to have cows.
I'm not a cow. Call me fat.
Who's having a
I didn't
cow?
say be a cow. I said wouldn't be able to have cows.
I'm confused.
I think he's talking about milk because the other option is literally it gives you mad cow disease.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but drinking milk is not what? Don't you?
Dino milk.
You know what? Never mind. So we're staying the night, right? Or no?
Oh, madness, my old friend. I think, yes, stay the night.
I suppose. We
Jills
stay
is
an
not
extra
helping.
night.
Of
I
course
just want
Jills
that to be
isn't.
publicly known.
Of course Jills isn't. She's the DM. She's not supposed to help, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not that. It's a player courtesy.
Player.
I know what I want to do, but it's literally just it's a jerk move for literally everyone else here, and I don't want to do it.
He wants me to make his decision for him, and I said I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah. This is
yeah,
the
you're
egg
not
all
gonna
over
make your
again,
own
dude. We already talked about this.
Oh, we're gonna have a free willy moment, but with the dino.
And that is entirely up to your character to do. You can't ask
push him
them to
off in the
do
day.
it.
daytime.
I was asking what's like the common courtesy for the rest of the group. I wasn't asking for a decision. I'm asking like how far do you take something without screwing other people over in the process of it?
I'm saying you have to choose that for yourself. You've been playing this game long enough
And I don't know what I'm
to
doing
make a
still in
choice
that
for
regard.
yourself.
You totally know what you're doing.
And you'll find out if you fuck up.
You really
Steak.
do know who you're doing.
Isn't that how you play your character? A
Phrase
weird moral compass of back and forth, back and forth?
Steak.
Yeah, just be indecisive first and then be outraged later. He's got it.
Steak. It isn't many times I get to say this and say this with some sort of bizarre pride. I've been playing this game for almost as long as you've been alive. I still don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
You got
That's
this,
why
Stick.
it's a beautiful game. Nobody knows what the fuck they're doing. It's like life.
I know what I'm doing. I'm writing a goddamn dinosaur.
See, now that's the thing. Now outside of the whole knowing things, right?
Good
If
to
you
know,
decided
Ninja.
that during the middle of the night on your watch, when he wasn't paying attention, you were letting the lizard go, we would roll with the consequences of that. That would be part of the role-playing experience. We would have to figure out what happens. Each character would have to react to what you chose to do. That is what it is all about. Everyone making a decision on what they do, and the other people making their decision of what they would do in reaction to it. It's not wrong to do it. It's not fucking over the party to make a choice that your character would believe in, but you have to actually make the choice to do it. So if you believe
What I'm doing is
that
I'm
your little
overthinking-
lizard boy would release the big lizard after killing his entire family,
Be
by all
free!
means, let it loose.
I'm overthinking the egg situation because I didn't speak up then, and I've been regretting it since. So I'm trying to make sure I don't speak up now and get worse consequences for it.
What worse consequences?
How are you gonna
We got
splat it?
jumped by its family after you murdered its child.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
it doesn't
not-
get worse than that.
It's not like we can drop this one off a cliff.
I'll be right back.
That's a challenge.
Suddenly a
I
cliff
will
opens
give
up.
you a challenge.
Back to Mbala.
Oh,
Okay.
he's gonna kill me.
So my cat has perched atop the paper bag, right? She folded it in half and is now sitting on it having a bath.
Perfect. Multifaceted bag.
She's like, mine.
So
This is my throne. It is a paper bag.
If
It is
I'm-
mine.
if I'm skinning all of these,
Yeah.
I'm basically gonna have exhaustion in the morning, right? Because I'm gonna be spending all night just skinning this shit.
I mean, you'll be tired.
Okay.
Can I assist to reduce that?
Yeah.
Cargo!
Man.
We have enough people with survival skills and sharp, pointy knives.
We can all use our shift to like do it. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was like noon when this happened. So
Round and round
You're-
and round and
I mean-
go.
if you guys make dino nuggets until evening together, you'll be done.
Okay.
Sweet.
it'd be a great group activity. We could get Charles over there in on it too. He can help us pick the best ones.
Charles?
Who's Charles? Did we
Bitey.
name the dino Charles?
I thought it was
Not good with
Bitey.
names.
Bitey.
Charles Bitey Esquire.
Charles
No,
Bitey Reginald.
no, no, no.
This one.
So 20
Okay,
nuggets.
So how are you keeping? Are you gonna continue riding the dinosaur, or like
The thought,
how are you?
the thought was
keeping...
the muzzle also has a like. I have enough rope that I've used to make
Yeah.
it that I can lash him to something. Like a
Okay.
tree.
Okay. So like a horse's bridle.
Pretty much.
Okay.
It just goes over the mouth instead of in it. It goes
Right.
sharp teeth.
Yeah. I mean, a bridle doesn't have a
I guess.
bit.
There's like a bit there they bite down on.
not in a bridle.
Oh, it doesn't? Okay.
No. Like a standard, like I'm just chilling with my horse. Bridle doesn't have a bit.
Oh, okay.
I know I already made the roll, but I'm gonna keep trying to get a feel for whatever this. I want to read this dinosaur's emotions, and I burnt my last spell slot with thinking we were gonna be done after this, so I
Uh-huh.
didn't. I thought I'd have a week to think about what I'm gonna do. So,
Yeah,
I'll
it's only
admit,
10:30, dude.
I'm a bit scrambling here.
It's 11:45. Hobble gotta go to bed in like 15.
Pro tip: we just killed its whole family. It's not very happy,
Well, yeah,
but it's not dead.
that's not what I'm
It's not
looking
dead.
for. I'm looking for a couple of certain things.
Oh boy.
So after it's been lashed to the tree, it's after a couple of minutes of watching you all literally skin its family, it's trying to break away.
Don't forget chunk it up, because it can't be nuggets if it's not chunked.
Right.
True.
So
I don't think I would put it super close to the food.
okay, so it's some distance away.
I would
you
at
sure?
least take it so it's out of direct sight.
Okay. It's still
You know what?
eventually going to. I mean, for all intents and purposes at this point, it's still mostly a wild animal
Yeah.
who has accepted that y'all are stronger than it, but it's still
Mm-hmm.
trying to, like, if you look over there after some time, it's like trying to break its way out of your rope and
It
Yeah.
struggles to be free.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that little paladin lizard. It's struggling. It doesn't want to be here.
You
It's horrible.
actually just gave me exactly what I was looking for.
Oh god.
You're welcome. It struggles.
What are we gonna do with the bones? Does anybody need bones for anything?
Could make
I'm
chips
actually
with
going.
Points at Warden.
When
Ask
I
the
hear
trophy
it, see
taker.
it struggling,
Uh,
I want to come up to it with some of my rations, not dino nuggets,
not dino nuggets. Understood.
and basically feed it some pieces of jerky like through the muzzle.
You're
So it's not
feeding it jerky
100%
through the
keep it-
muzzle. Okay.
Dino
So it's not like
lips.
100% closed. It can like
Yeah.
move its mouth up in like a
Yeah,
couple
right.
inches.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
understand.
Touching them dino lips.
Yeah. Roll animal handling
God.
again with advantage.
Oh no, I killed Gaff. I feel bad.
Ooh, not great.
Ooh.
Oh, that's why his name. That's why his name's Bitey.
Yeah.
Mighty McNibbleson.
He
That's
takes your
fine.
jerky and tries to bite you as well.
Oh, okay.
Did you think you were gonna
Let's
do
see
the
how
finger?
that goes for him, just for
Yeah, sure.
sake of curiosity.
Ooh.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
I'm not. I mean, he can open his mouth a few inches, and you have your fingers right there. So
Yeah.
he bites you.
Yeah. Good Bitey.
Good bitey. Okay.
Good bitey.
And I'm not raging, so it's full damage.
Yum. Well, it doesn't get to do full damage because it can't do all its bite force, I
Oh,
think is the
How
point.
much? How much
Yeah.
damage
Let's
do I take from my bite?
let's say you take 3 points of damage from
Okay.
this small dino bite. He's
Okay.
not happy though.
It's mostly lips.
The lips, the teeth, the
But
tip
like
of the tongue.
when you come near, he was like fighting, right?
Aw.
When you come near, he looks cowed.
Aw.
But then you put meat under his nose, including your flesh, and then he bit you.
All right. Next time I'm feeding him with a stick.
The Steve.
Perhaps you could try tossing it on the ground. in
Dino
front
meat
of him?
on
That
a
was meant to be a whisper
stick.
crap. Oh well, I'm not being subtle.
Yeah,
about
I
it.
mean,
could've already
we
surmised
knew-
that, and
we
that's why
knew
I'm taking
that.
My watches with you.
I welcome you to try.
Oh, this gonna be
It's too-
good.
I was about to say, it's too bad we don't have a wizard you could bribe into casting sleep or something on the party.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I call first watch.
I'm Simmons Lizard Boy.
You're
I
same
was
as
gonna take
lizard.
first. Well, I was gonna take first watch, which already has a person on it. So
I'll take first.
I'll be on second.
Who's on third?
Apparently, that leaves Finkelknob and small lizard boy on third watch.
Sounds legit to me.
Okay. First watch is Keeper and Yordle.
And apparently Pondo just comes out of the forest.
Yep. Meeping cat. Hang on.
So what's up with you and the old dude?
I don't understand.
Are you guys like family? Are you distant third, fourth removed cousins? Like,
I
is he an ex-lover? Like, what the hell?
no,
Yikes.
no, not that, not that. I
I
don't.
am heavily disturbed.
I was raised alone. I do not know where my father went. And then to have this one walk in and recognizes my things, thinks he knows me, thinks he's seen my father. I have not seen him since. I have not seen him. I thought he died. Mother wouldn't talk about him.
Ah,
Yeah.
complicated dad issues. Got it. This must be a really long trip for you then.
You have no idea.
I mean, they might have one.
I'm trying to get anything out of that man is infuriating.
Sure he's not your granddad or something? He's old enough. He's old enough to be everyone's granddad. Even his own granddad.
The thought isn't exactly heartwarming.
Well, at least you got somewhat of an inkling. My parents disappear when you're a kid. Fresh hatch? Something like that.
Yikes.
Community goals!
But you had others you grew up with, right?
Yeah, like a community. They're like, oh look, your parents are dead, and you're out of the egg, and you can walk. Alright, cool. What do you want to do? I don't know, I just came out of a fucking egg. You tell me.
No.
This is what food looks like. This is what not food looks like. Don't go swimming over there. Don't talk to Carl, because he's weird. You know, that sort of thing.
Don't talk to Carl because he's weird.
I think we all need some total life advice in life.
You still at least grew up with other turtle. I just had my mom.
So, like, furbolgs normally just kind of solitary things like tigers, or...
According to him, we are tribe. There are lots of us, just not out here.
Yeah, that's
If you
true.
catch my drift.
This is more turtle tribe lands, but sometimes a tribe is just two people. A mom and a
When
giant kid.
thank you.
While you're having this touching conversation,
Touching.
the fire goes out.
Oh shit.
Like suddenly.
Shit. Fire's not supposed to do that. Shit.
Scythe up and out and making a very shrill bird call.
Okay.
Warden's already up and behind you.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I hope I'm awake.
take a...
Creepy.
I'm assuming we all woke up from whatever that was.
Yeah, claws are out, and... I mean, they're always out, but, like, they're, like...
Ready.
out. And...
Okay.
The fuck?
Out.
Out.
Out. Like a queen.
You have low light dark vision, right?
Nope, I can cast it.
That's not exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, everyone else is up at this point, so.
Yeah, I can cast dark vision on anybody I want to, but I don't have it naturally.
Okay. Yeah, because when that went out, I'm blind and I kind of reacted instinctually. So
Okay.
Yeah, if it's dark as shit, and I know Shaggy's not walking around sleep casting dark, I'm gonna.
This is natural darkness. The moon is full. You're not blind.
Blinded by
the fire just
moon.
went out. Like the
Right.
heat went out of it, kind of crap.
Like as if there was no more air, as if there was no more oxygen in its immediate vicinity. It just sort of.
So we're clear. That sounds way more terrifying than it just went dark.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's no oxygen.
I mean, it didn't have fuel, and it just. But there's still logs there.
Yeah, even though I'm still gonna reach out and slap where I think the side of this giantess woman would be, so I don't slap something I'm not supposed to, and use blow out 2 chi for dark vision.
Okay.
That was my backside, but thank you.
I was trying not to do that, and I'm just gonna really
I'm
quickly.
getting my backside.
At least it's not the front side. Stop that! Can you fucking see, or can you not?
Alright,
She
so
has.
what have we seen, or for most of us not seen?
Nothing.
Well, she now sees that I just goosed her by accident, and that
Bring
turtles
out.
do blush.
So you're looking around, like concernedly, right? Paying attention, and then you
And that I
look
had-
down, and your armor is dirty again. Like the chest of your armor is covered in dirt, like it was before.
Is it-
Everyone else seeing
Up
this?
yet?
Is it just on Keeper, or is it all of us?
Just keeper.
Am I up yet?
Yeah, sure. You heard the bird call.
So yeah, I come out to the, I come over to where they are, and I'm like, "What are you crawling in the dirt?" Prestidigitation again.
I am not.
No, she wasn't.
How did we? The people that were playing tricks on Fingerknob.
Oh,
How
the
did we?
the four spirits. It was you
Yeah.
you just kind of found one. Normally, if they want you to see them, you'll see them. But
Now you're
Yeah.
clean again.
Still,
Wait, clean again? When did this happen the first time?
last
She was
rest.
dirty yesterday too.
yeah.
Oh,
This is.
What the heck? I'll pop a divine sense and see if anything comes out of it.
All right.
That
You
that's
whispered
bad.
it, but it's fine. I can see it.
yeah.
You hear what sounds like a wind chime from your divine sense.
Christ, crap.
All right, I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know what the heck that even means with this.
Um,
I'm
Oh.
sure the DM can whisper you.
Oh, that's what it
clarification.
means. Okay. You're using the flavor text again as an actual part of the ability. I'm not used to that.
Uh-huh.
Well, and that's the only thing? Nothing else?
Correct.
Okay. Well, good news, bad news.
yeah.
Good news, whatever it is good. Bad news, that's all I got.
So it's good, and it's got a jolly for dirtying up a cleric.
Keep
I
in mind,
think-
good can also mean chaotic good fairy or something, but it is technically good.
For the sake of argument, I try saying, "Would you come speak to us?" What's in Elven and Celestial?
Okay.
Haha, very funny. Sylvan.
You hear a little cackle from
Oh,
above
God,
you.
I hate the fact I was just right.
What do I
Look
Can I
up.
Look up.
Yeah, you can look up.
Do I see anything?
Nope.
Shit, if he can't see anything, neither the hell can I.
Did it sound like the forest spirits, or is this a different laugh?
Yeah.
Um,
Mm.
it
Yeah.
doesn't sound familiar to any of you particularly.
Okay.
The forest spirits never made any sound.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you said there was some basic sounds with them. But,
Nope,
alright.
none.
Cool.
I was imagining
Completely
cast
silent.
detect magic.
Okay.
Do I see anything up there?
Do you see anything up there? That's a good question. Give me a minute and I'll give you an answer.
Okay.
Mhm.
Highway to the danger zone.
There's a ripple of something. It's difficult to identify, and you have a feeling that someone less observant than you may not even notice it. But it's like a heat mirage.
In Sylvan, I tell it it's very clever.
You hear a cackling too. Everyone hears like a little cackle.
Very good. You've got me. Two
How far
nights in a
up is
row.
it from me?
Huh?
How far
How
up is
far?
it from me? Is it
Farther
within
than you can reach,
Okay.
but not much farther than you can reach.
I'm
Do a
gonna
little
reach
hop.
up with my palm
Grab a little thing,
Uh-huh.
up
smack it down.
Uh-huh.
and invite it to come down.
Do you want something to eat?
And I'm looking like right at the little mirage.
Okay. You said, do you want something to eat?
Yes.
And you feel a weight about the weight of a cat on your shoulder.
Dunk.
And you hear
Forest cats.
in Sylvan, do you have anything sweet? I love sweets.
Oh no.
I pull out a fistful
Oh,
of
no.
berries. Like instantly. Warden has never moved faster.
Finally, my talents.
My time has
Like,
come.
it literally just looks like you go from open palm to a handful of berries.
Before you
you
even
feel
asking, you
bad.
just have it there.
You feel the cat-like weight leap from you, and suddenly, Warden, you feel a small creature descend upon your shoulder and presumably reach over and like pluck some of the berries from your hands, still invisibly. But like the berries are moving, and then the top berries are gone.
Absolutely beautiful. Look.
Yeah.
This is wonderful.
I'll be honest. This is a new one.
Of course, it's a new one.
Not unwelcome.
Didn't say unwelcome. I just said new.
Yeah. Definitely not unwelcome. Definitely new.
Okay. So after a few moments and some more disappearing berries, you hear a very small pop
That's what
And
animals think
you
when they go to the
see-
vet.
across your arm. A small, kind of reptilian creature with platinum wings
Aren't you cute?
that are like the shape of a butterfly's wings.
Well, that sounds lovely.
I'm literally just imagining
Familiar with
Brightwing
anything
from
like this?
Heroes of the Storm.
Same.
Roll nature.
I
Fuck yes, I
mean,
will.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
shit.
This
I'm
is
not
fairy
even
dragon.
gonna try.
I know what this
Nope.
is.
Sorry, what?
I mean,
It's
I
a
know
fairy
what it is.
dragon.
It's a fairy
Yeah.
dragon?
Aren't you the
Oh god.
little thing?
You're kind of
haven't seen that happen.
very, very rare. I've only seen one in the north.
Finally,
I'm going to.
devout you guys.
Its body is this beautiful, like seafoam green color.
Oh, it's Nox. Okay, got it.
Wait, hold on. So, literally, what you're just describing to me is just Brightwing.
Yeah, that's what
It's pretty much. that's what
Brightwing is
Brightwing
a fairy dragon.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. I only know them from Heroes of the Storm. I don't know them from literally.
The fuck is
anything else.
Brightwing? But okay.
It is just
Look
it's
into
fairy
that.
dragon.
That is Brightwing.
Very close to that. Yes.
Yeah.
Looking at chat.
And they also have Darkwing, which is a dark blue version, which is kind of cool looking too.
I'm
So
am
seafoam
going-
green body, platinum butterfly wings, and the whole thing, when you look at it for any length of time, sort of glows a faint gold color.
I'm going to come up and essentially ask if I can like scratch under its chin.
It lifts its chin, and is still feeding itself berries, right?
Of course.
Because it's like gorging itself on the berries. And in Sylvan, continuing to say something to the effect of, "This forest, it's a lovely jungle, but really not enough sweets. I love sweets. It's been fun paying attention to your adventures, but oh, sweets." And it's just like shoveling the food into its mouth.
May we ask what you're doing in this forest?
This is my home.
Do you live here with someone?
The others of my kind don't have aren't a part of this territory. They're I have friends though. There are others who aren't exactly like me, who I can talk with, and I like fun.
A being after my own heart.
This is literally just Nyx as a dragon.
This is a dragon.
Nox is the dragon.
Or sorry, yeah. And Nox is Nyx as a dragon.
Nox is Nyx
No.
as a dragon.
Nox has a higher wisdom score. They know not to do things.
As like they're eating through the berries, some kind of start to like almost. The pile doesn't seem to deplete.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're literally gonna throw this fairy dragon into a food coma.
Yes.
Yeah, roll that.
At a certain point, after like it's emptied your, or would have if you had allowed it to, would have emptied your hand of berries 2 or 3 times by now, and it's talking about its friends and forest spirits and other beings like me, fey creatures. They're all over in jungles and forests like this. You know that. I shouldn't have to tell you that.
Ow.
Uh,
What?
Dryads, nymphs, the little masked folk.
Oh yes, we've
Giggles
met
to
them.
itself.
I like them.
Well, this entire conversation is in Sylvan, so only 2 people
Yep.
know what's being said.
Yep.
There's something being
it's
said. All I
okay,
know is
you
they're
guys-
sneezing into each other.
you guys can go back to sleep. I'm sorry for waking everyone.
At a certain point, Steak, it turns to you and says, "You may be bigger than me, but you're still very small for a dragon." In Draconic.
Well, that catches me off guard a little bit, I'll be honest.
It says it to you as though you would expect this to be a great honor as a statement. Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
I guess it did just call a kobold an actual dragon, so take it and move on.
Puff puff.
I
and in Draconic it says again, "I haven't seen one of your kind in many years."
in Draconic, what do you mean? I'm from the mountains just south of here actually. I do not travel far then?
I don't tend to go into the mountains. The forest is my home.
All right, I can understand that. I back when I stayed there for a while, I didn't leave the mountains much myself, so I can understand wanting to stay in the terrain you call home. And I'm going to reach into a bag and offer it a vegetable and just kind of be like, "You don't want the stomach ache. I know this is not sweets, but trust me, you'll it's healthy. I don't know where I'm going with this. I don't have any sweets. I'm just trying to be nice. I'm gonna be completely honest here."
It giggles and says, "Young one, I know how to care for my belly." And then it sort of pats its stomach and curls around and wriggles onto onto Warden's shoulder, and like a cat. You know, this is a very feline sort of situation.
Called it.
Imagine
Pims
the
randomly out of the woods. Pondo.
Imagine
Pondo.
Pondo.
Pondo, yeah.
Magically out of the woods, not Pims.
Which would make sense why it clinged to me first. That cat wanted to go home with me.
And then it would have got home and seen the two Corgos and been like, "Crap, take me back."
Weird cats. Stay
They
away.
need to go. Those are very strange cats. They need to go.
So strange. Strange.
Weird dog. Weird dog.
Weird dog. Yeah, but they would go, "That's a weird dog. Can it play?"
Exactly.
And Pondo would be like, "I did not sign up for this."
This was not what I had in mind. I picked a person who couldn't run fast so I could escape.
And then they got wheels.
And then they got 2 more legs.
That's actually the first real conversation I would have had in Draconic.
No, only the first one you've had in a while.
No, the first one was me just kind of throwing it out there to see if anyone actually understood it,
But,
and the
like,
only person that
A
understood it.
decade ago, when you lived with kobolds, you
Oh.
spoke Draconic regularly.
Well, I meant like in the game.
What? Doctor in your
Yes.
butt. What? Oh.
Yeah, literally in that situation, the one person I didn't want to speak Draconic spoke Draconic. So that's fun. Anywho,
Okay.
yeah.
Anyways,
More
it's now snuggling with Pims.
Tell me, little one, do you know of the Lady of the Forest? Have you met her?
There's a lady of the forest?
There are many ladies in this particular forest. Of whom do you speak?
Like the. Like.
He is talking about Miliki.
Oh,
Trying to get bow chicka bow wow with Maliki.
doesn't often frequent these parts. It's been,
1 week since you looked.
I'd say, at least a century.
Yes, she grew up in for a while. Yeah. Such is the nature of war, huh? Oh, how did you wind up here? Were you born to this world, or did you cross over?
Hobble is tired.
She,
Hobble is way tired.
after you've spoken to her for some time,
Hobble's gonna
you-
have to
you come to
crash here real
understand,
quick.
Says
Hobble
to
is
you,
doing the sleepy wave.
it would be a terrible time to be born on this plane. I'm I'm not from here, but I find this jungle diverting, you could say, and lately troublesome. But
What? Oh wait, I can't ask any questions. I hear
yes,
nothing.
nope.
Why troublesome?
Please. I stand corrected. I cast comprehend languages.
Okay. Do you have a spell slot left?
We've been resting.
We don't get the slots back till the end of the rest.
It's a short rest for me.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, well then yes you do. Never mind. Ignore me.
So you cast comprehend languages and you can understand the Sylvan that she's speaking. But anyways.
I don't have tongues. Like I can
Right.
just understand it, right?
Yes. So she says the forest has been much of it anyway, has been overrun by the undead these last 40 years at least.
That is what we understand. Fawn here finds that most troubling.
Being able to become invisible, her claws sort of click together, and she's gone again. Makes that easier for me to deal with, but not for all of my forest cousins. And you hear another little pop, and she appears again.
I turn around to the others and I go, apparently there's a bit of an undead problem.
Hadn't noticed.
Like we hadn't told.
That's literally why we're here in the jungle, though, right?
No, you're missing the point. Like I literally turn around and I just say, apparently there's a bit of an undead problem in the woods.
And I just say I hadn't noticed. Seems like a pretty lively place around here.
This is where we realize it understands common.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
You should have realized that when. Oh wait, you're an ant. Never mind.
I gesture over at Nomi DeVito and tell her, "This one is favored by your friends, the forest spirits. They gave him a lovely rock."
I assume you say that in Sylvan.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
So
sounds
I
like
have
a
no idea what you're
delicious
talking
prank.
about.
Tell me more.
So,
That sounds like
knowing
a
that you're talking about me
delicious
but not being able to understand, I just give you the finger.
The fairy dragon cocks its head to the side and says, "Interesting gnomish gesture."
Use this a lot often.
You know what's
Mostly
great?
The others, but
I can just see the gnomes. They don't really understand the thing that came from the humans, so he's just doing this.
That's even weirder to try and
That
do.
takes more effort, so I find that more insulting.
He's just like, you. And no human has corrected him because they're just like,
Must be a gnome thing.
Oh, look, a cute little gnome. Fuck you too, buddy.
and here's the gnome just randomly doing this to everybody.
Perfect timing on the quote, Steak. No one told the murder midget.
you see, the stone, it's particularly whimsical. If he licks it, it activates.
She laughs, right? This is the first time you've heard more than a giggle. And she says, "Absolutely, a delicious prank."
Apparently, she likes your magic stone.
All right, you understand all of this.
Yeah.
He's our translator.
Yeah. I don't know how to take that.
Gesturing at the turtle, I go, they've lived here much of their life. I'm basically just doing around and teaching them a little bit about us,
Okay.
introducing them.
Uh-huh.
This one is it has a penchant for mounting the beasts in the forest. I assume that's some kind of martial art.
That is a
Monks are
terrible
odd.
way to phrase it, by the way.
Uh,
As a penchant for mounting the beasts in the forest.
Wait, are you talking about me?
I literally just like the fact that every once in a while we just hear that and we're like,
They must be talking about me if you're talking about mounting beasts in the forest.
they're very in touch with this forest of yours. And,
So she whispers to you quietly in Sylvan, right? And says, oh, them? They learned that from a were-tiger.
curious.
And just like moves on, right?
Huh.
Just says that like it's a delicious little silly secret. And then
Delicious.
then
little
moves
silly-
on and says, what about the tiny baby dragon?
This one is very very strange. They quite literally, like they fell into my care. About 10 years ago. Short. Did we say during the plague or no?
Oh my god,
Oh,
this is
yeah.
essential Sylvan Mean Girls, and I am
didn't
so
have
here
the
for
mag-
this.
I didn't have
Uh,
that at the time, so I can't help you.
Yeah. The little one, he just kind of. That's part of why I'm here.
I'd say no, actually. I'd say it's been more than 10 years since the end of the
Yeah.
spell plague, so
Yeah.
this was after.
Okay, yeah. I had been guarding a particular ruin, a relic of sorts. And this one day, along with a sizable portion of this forest, just kind of popped into my little grotto.
Wonder what the hell he's saying, because that's the loudest I've ever heard him speak.
He's talking about how he's a substitute parent.
Ah! Just start laughing.
This is like bad lip reading.
Well, you see, that's just it. I get the literal meaning, right? That's what it says for comprehend. Like, I get the literal meaning. So it's like listening to Drax listen to Quill.
Beautiful.
Nothing would go over my head. I would catch it.
I have very fast reactions.
I have mastered the skill of moving so incredibly slow, I turn invisible.
You're right there.
Crunch.
No, I'm not.
Crunch on chip.
Crunch.
We are very off track.
He fell into your lap. I wonder whose prank that was.
I feel like it was the lady, if you know what I'm saying. It's very strange. Nothing has ever gotten in like that. It seems to
I don't
be-
know. Does the Lady of the Forest have the sense of humor for that?
I'm not very certain. Some days, maybe?
She is whimsical, at least. We're losing Hobble.
Yeah.
Hobble's fallen asleep in their chair.
Sorry, Hobble.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I gotta go to bed, guys.
Okay.
Tap
Poor
out.
Hobble. Go
Also,
do the sleep.
how much
I doubt
X-
we're gonna be on.
How much XP did we get for all
On the
that?
longer end, you wouldn't have understood any of it anyway.
I mean, that's fine. I'll get the recap from Drax, Shadow Drax over here.
Yeah.
Shadow Drax.
Also, how much XP did we get for fighting turkey legs?
That's a good question. Hang on.
Gobble fucking gobble.
Please tell me that's what they sound like now.
Pan's attempting to be.
300
Cuddly.
experience each.
Are you making coffee? Oh my god.
I thought they were talking to the dog. I thought it was like a dog's version of
Pan,
making
are you
biscuits.
making coffee?
Well, that's a party trick.
Oh.
It's a dog.
Anyway,
Anyways,
I doubt we'll be on a whole much longer, Hobble. So.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is just
Good
like
night, dude.
bullshit hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just bullshitting with a fairy dragon. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's exciting.
Yeah, I'm enjoying
It's
it.
easy for the rest of us.
Alright, guys.
Actually, friend,
Y'all have a great night. I am going to go off and die. Okay, I'm gonna go off and shower first, and then I'm gonna go pass out real hardcore, because nothing makes you pass out better than being uber sleepy and a nice hot shower. Or, well, cool shower, whatever, because it's a little too hot to get a hot one. You know what I mean. Either way, guys, y'all have been great and beautiful and grand, and I hope you all will come by next time for more awesomeness.
Bye, have a great time.